myactiveonline.com. Myactiveonline.com. The show is also supported by Ruby's Elegance. Ruby's Elegance is a makeup outfit, and they do all sorts of makeup for events such as parties, weddings, any events that you need to do makeup, especially with the ladies. Ruby's Elegance will sort you out. She's mobile, so you can call her on 0205 154 443, 0205 154 443. My outfit is by Fihankra Designs, and Fihankra Designs is into all shades of designs for men, for parties, events, anything that has to deal with event that a man would need an attire or a gentleman would need an attire. Fihankra Designs are there to sort you out, and they are located at Ablekuma Pentecost Junction. Ablekuma Pentecost Junction. You can contact Fihankra Designs on 0249 504 845, 0249 504 845. As usual, we're bringing you discussions on trending issues happening in the country. Yesterday, the court has ordered UTAG to go back to the classroom. The question we are asking is that will UTAG call the bluff of the courts? Are they going to go back to the classroom or they wouldn't? We'll be looking at that issue on the show. Now, yesterday, the police arrested the Bono chairman of the MPP, Abronye, and he is currently in police custody. He has been charged with false news, and we'll be looking at that also on the show. Now, many people are also saying that the criminal libel law, which was repealed, it looks like it has been back. Are we in the state of libel law? We'll be looking at that on the show today. Ivan Sapia will be on standby with sports updates, entertainment with Fabia, and Active Bites. Yes, as usual, Active Bites will be on standby again with Clement Ano. And mind you, today we'll also be opening the phone lines for you. We'll be opening the phone lines for you. And today we are asking, is your MP doing what he promised you? And if elections are supposed to be held today, are you going to vote for your MP? So stand by, we'll come back, and then when we come back, sports update with Ivan Sapia. Don't go anywhere.
A very good morning to you, wherever you are watching us from. It's Wednesday on the 16th of February 2022 as we bring to you today's edition on sports, and I say active sports. I say you don't be manone na fe say the day ma manone nsem no and our Champions League course. So now Champions League matches no nya bi hwe how did it go? Now you say saying and a big cracker match against Madrid versus PSG. I say nsem be na the course so and you know ya bobo no ya born the top factors abre what tampani dey bre active sports. So now another match be so course City and Sporting Lisbon and also ya the hu nsem nyina no the bro na weekend that you know Sunday Asante Kotoko any Accra House of Folk and so the big game in the GPO match no the bro na and also nyina no the honsam the bro na midin the appear Evans said the da no ye ma no ye hyase efisem mu na efisem mu dia na coach Samuel Boadu and say coach Samuel Boadu dia na was say uhu Accra House of Folk, I'm a coach and I say I'm a manager and all the other two just say, I say we don't care who we play. And I say, bro, Sunday I'm gonna prepare once I'm coach here Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The big team in or say Asante me when I say take a course or so Kuma Pema a Pemeba. Then they na Samuel Boadu the other two just said, I'm there, they don't care who they are going to play. Now the match you know or say agrone form. Intino Kumasi Asante Kotoko Senkofobi can say I'm more form and I'm leading 36 points and the other there also no who she na say ono de amon care obi amon kwakohia na emu no agro na say Sunday na adu na fe amohia awago praman so eno na nsem a coach Samuel Boadu enso e de betu dwa me de ehon sem e de brew na Ahmed Tuwe na isa Ahmed Tuwe no oye Kumasi Asante Kotoko former player ana ori ababetu dwa say o say players me no bi e Asante Kotoko team ni mu nei ba ko 11 goals ba ko 4 goals I say 11 goals no ba ko aye friend Frank Etuga Mbella and George Infegu I say Mbella no 11 goals Infegu no 4 goals now you say o come 15 goals ni bumwa and only the whole Accra Folk a team a share this season nanso Kumasi Asante Kotoko players me anyway no 15 goals and no work as a team ni mu ano no we you am 15 goals ni free am goals total goals am mu and only Accra Folk goals am share na no ana nsem a abetu yan say na say teams be bring na Europe Manti we am warning more Estuani but me kai was say amo ye Portugal and amo ye Portuguese players Kotoko ekofo mo free Portugal and thereby amo nya Ghana for na no ne nsem we koso na am warning more Abestuani or Premier League ni mu ye pa and attract interest from European clubs abibina no say ambetima be sign players no na Ahmed Tuwe no dey we to just say Manti mo empire mo ho na emu no Kotoko na amaba no amo say mbetimi establish bibi na timi aye sisi dua ama dachi bia no amkopie mu Europe mu a amotimi akọ performing at the highest level na nei dey said dey na amo performing no mo rush Emma European teams no perform nko na emu no amontena Kumasi Asante Kotoko na eho no amuhunu say ne papa bi wo ho a betimi abo mo dachi na emu no mo enrashe enkopie mu European clubs mu na bia mo playing time kra no akoye din e de mo nti nei samu reni Kotoko de a amontena ho no mo emfam prepare mo ho for the future and only someone Ahmed Tuwe eri akache Emrantie Mbella and George Infegu and only someone koso hono na GFA Ghana Football Association our penny odano Kurt Okreku and already in some Ahmed to just say na just say unse me fan say season dey half of the season you know yeah and there and say you know I ending point we name fixture bako that was on and I say 7th fixture no rank was Kumasi Asante Kotoko and then Accra Folk ebo no and no and because of na Accra Folk ebo CAF Champions League nti no amutimi postpone and I say amutu share that no and Sunday ebe amoba bebo na after the match no na just say ye bu the season no half of the season no I and there and say no na GFA the about just say on the 25th to 28th of this month no and I say next and I say half of the season na aka no amobesha ase enso ere akoso ewo GPO ni mu eno ne ensemo ekoso na George Boateng George Boateng na yina se papa yi o gentleman pa o social media yi na papa yi ana ya point no as onye assistant coach Emfama Otu Ado na eno ne ensemo ekoso na brand ye na so papa no ana ko Twitter ewo social media antitanke say or say oye really impress na ni agiyi pa say o mind to say Ghana ya appointing and say o may assistant coach and Emfama the Blasters of Ghana and also ne ensemo cost wo ho no na ye to aso de Asamoah and nei o say we bia ni pum e de ato ho e de ama young players talented players and I say players bia no e wo Ghana memu ha na say ampo amusi akan e wo Europe Mountain so no Asamoah say we bia ni pum e de ato ho say obi a ope advice e wo football mu ne de ono why ready say obema star player no advice ne nanu ada say na say mo kan yi say nanu ada on say Asamoah e ko gina ba bi and o ka say football de obi obeka say duro any football mu no I say entropa na o twa yi no no wa be chena say bebure ni teammate bebure na no ana je say o team say ne say mo kan no be so chele say nkrofo mpo de enuro ni ade egugu ne mpaso ne ade na so ne nyina no say ono de so obi ka say football a draw ni mu a and so obi aim to a draw for more football no boa na no anane ode ababeto dwa say oh yeah young player I say ne usi akan o Ghana ha anasempo amonone na wo pe afutu pa de a ono asamoja no waye ready say obetu ofu payi obekyerekere onema bi e wo football mu ebe ma won so daachi etimi akoso wano na eri ura Europe amontin so de a I say eno ada PSG Paris Saint-Germain or Parc des Princes no and I say Parc des Princes no I say match kese pa ai todwa against Real Madrid. I say Los Blancos team no Andra I'm for a shot or Parc des Princes and then somewhere coso Andra Lionel Messi a penalty out me Messi you know bra Kylian Mbappe eko fole am penalty box no no now so ni nyina mu no the same Kylian Mbappe etimi convert goal back ama am lead here e wo ho no mo no results no ekoye 1-0 against Real Madrid and also and someone yede ma na Manchester City I say Jose Pep Guardiola I say no Andra de ono de ono oche no hu so be sha wo de a or just say on fa woni agro crowd and Guardiola I say etna if he achis and I say of course Sporting Lisbon and Portugal no ekwachi omo ebom e ka bebri I say e ka na crowd ye yintimi nkan ma o hye omo bebri na emu no ene ensem a yete ne say Pep Guardiola no so no de ono ne team no wa prepare for this season this season send the TBA no Champions League ne de e wo say osan kodu final no kodu a enye say wasan kodu final keke na emu no say last season Chelsea ekwachi no ebo no final 1-0 ema ehono Chelsea team fa crew na nei say the City asan start no I say niema ekoso yi pa na goals no ama she goals no Riyad Mahrez Bernardo Silva Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling and then amutimi she goals no edema Manchester City and no yede ehonsem ede bro na Ronaldo and after 6 matches na I say ebra ontimi ento atena enfanto and I say enfama Manchester United no andra amani Wolverhampton amani Dabi ahwefo fan chemi amani Brighton and Hove Albion I say andra Cristiano Ronaldo the GOAT the CR7 andra otimi eto atena mienu wo hono so a ene no amutimi eteki 3 points na yede ehonsem ede bro we say Ronaldo of 6 matches streak ebra no untimi ento atena enfama Manchester City na so ene die I say wati asem de andra otimi bo goals mienu ede ma Manchester United they know yede ehonsem ede bro na transfer ehonsem dia Abrantie Fernand Latif Blessing as Abrantie we Ghana ni Latif Blessing ana ne no ono so say wati asem de ebra osi akan ede ma Botafogo I say Botafogo no amo Brazil manimu na nei ana Soccer League Los Angeles FC I say Los Angeles Football Club war American men no amode ababa tu jasa Abrantie ni modern bo ogbo no eso ani paye intene no Abrantie ni emu na ketemu emfa mepie mu ho no na amone no ensi akan na so ometoto bibia no emfa mo na Abrantie ofi Liberty Professionals Ghana ha ade kopie mu Botafogo na ne no de na say kwa na okọ na nim Los Angeles FC ede ababetu jasa Abrantie no ne modern bo eso ani intene no amone na edi nkomo na the contract gon sensen bia no amasensan na Abrantie na akusi akan ede amamu no ne nsemo a koso hormone Ralph Rangnick oye Manchester United coach no ene ode ababetu jasa no de ne top player ene no just season kwa wi ya opese sign no ede ne ba Manchester United no Christopher Nkunku Abrantie no osi akan ede ma RB Leipzig I say no o se no de oni Abrantie no edi nkomo ma Abrantie no agiatum ne mumu no bibia no ehye Manchester United in penny for nsa I say amobatimi akofa Abrantie no ede no abepie mu ewo Manchester United no abetoto niam a ho yi enso ede amomu eno ne nsem a ekoso ho na Jose Mourinho na I say Jose Mourinho unse wedi kan eni Ronaldo ayajumada na neyi ode ababetu gya say o say ono de obepese osane Cristiano Ronaldo esan abeye adwuma na no ana yebusa say team na chese Cristiano Ronaldo no okopie mu e Roma akachi ana say Jose Mourinho no ana eba be pie mu e Manchester United bio ene ne question na yenyina yebusa ye hono enso ono de o say Ronaldo de osan ene ne beye adwuma bio ebra ase Ronaldo ne career no kwa na ekọ nanim say ohwese obe retire dachi bia no ene ne nsemo a Jose Mourinho enso ede ababa tudwa na Andra UEFA Champions League we say matches na course no nyina no e de honsem e de abro na enen so I said RB Salzburg and Bayern Munich I say 8 p.m. match kese no and so e be course wo na the 12th match Inter Milan versus Liverpool and say no so the match and also cracker match and dey and so e betimi akoso wo no ma ye de honsem e de bro active sports so I say dey yeko amano ne nsem na yeko afisem no so dia ensem a yeboaboa no a yede brɛ no nenne no say the medical akacho Champions League matches wo hono mo ene nso no na me yado mo chena yede ho results nyina no enso ede bebrɛ wo active sports so ye wi ni say no ne ye ene active morning eno de oja pa ana ekoso ene no na che say de ye busa ne say ye san mo wakonya say wo MP a wo mpotamu no sato aba foforo a obeto mana anase wontomo ma no na ne djuma mpo ni mbodembo etesen e wo mpotamu ene wo constituency a wo mu no eno ne nsem a yebusa entifa wo phone no oho numbers na egu screen na ase no na bobo guso ntentem the bra discussion ne start ye na no afi ye host no anase e penny no ebe allow na wafre na wo de onsem so aba betudwa na wa kire se wo MP a wo mpotamu no ene yi si ye mu akonya se sato aba mana obeto ama no anase ontoma no na ne mbodembo etesen ewo obotemu ene o constituency ene ne nsemo ene active sports anase active morning nankasa no ye main topic a yigina so no ntifa phone no na fe bobo contact no na embre ne hyase a no wetimi afre ede wadwen enso ede yaba ne ya follow up ahwe say enema a wo ka no ne nyina no eye no kre anase enye no kre active bite enso go so ene ye entertainment news enso ede bebre o active morning so nti ye wie ni say ne de ese nyabotre na tena se pensio bi na peti bi no ese ye de nsem ne nyina no ede bebre o active tv so medical catch say active tv de e woni pa bibiri na ede ma wo.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card: Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Emwakwa eba Kratos eba clinic. Mini Dr. Penia meda clinic yano. Midin NT Dr. Samuel Santientri. Me alliances doctor clinic insu alliances clinic abama yitumi say yitumi eye aduma. Yare bebrebe ehu aduma ene eye ewa ha. Baby awo bi afahye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo di apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye omo operation. Dompe abu eno nso yeye hu aduma pa. Yen ene afi 2021 aban ebo ya baso ana yenya abaso bode yese e obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa eno achi no yare a ebite se sexual weakness, prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebre nti yentumi nka nkyerɛ obetumi age number eno afre doctor ewo 0247 77 1981 and 0261 425985. Hwe clinic actually kwan ewo Pokuase Afiaman ye ben Presby transformer ye yadwuma free adwoda ekosi memenda anopa no nwotwe kosi anumere nonum ne efa na enso se memenda de a kai nation enso se ye pon anumere nonan enefa. Kratos wish you good health. Kratos the power to heal.
Okay, yeah, that Evans appears to say or the sports updates every year. You better also boost our air active TV. So, Nine me say, yeah, ma wakunya na wafre. Say me yakasi ya to abapa in there. Yeah, and they about order. O MP otisu sisia, obeto amanana. O MP otisu sisia no obeto amanana. Enti wo de o comment ebefa 0503 236 0503-236-735. I don't know WhatsApp any text messages in what the bar ye be kind amau. Yes, I'm more akunyana wa fre. Obe fre 0503-236-735. 0503-236-735. Me pacho unya fre pe and I say ufa phone so be fre na dum u TV no. And I say my volume no embra from cra. Let's see me directly from your phone. Who tell me from your phone directly? Better because TV transmission a delay. Hey, but more than say offer obema phone TV no upper form. And as we do the cry now, when me akasa directly on the phone. NCBA Fabia Bekayen San Nemo Clement Ebo aha na yedin betri in common. Clement, good morning.
Good morning, Jenny.
Na apomo to say
boko obade dey ache
na MP no wo baby awoti ye ka se na wo to aba wo beto manana
anu me o kan ya dey ba bitrim no me say ene ubi phone line and I say do time baby phone line say na and some dey beti bi pa e beti bi because o share said you krom ha tumi ya me ka krom ha enye gan north per se me ka krom ha as in Ghana in general o share said the NMC ko na ye lucky development e wo so many areas a ni na na manfo nim se MPs no adwuma yes development bi e beba area bi bia regardless MP no e won bi just like the state assemblies no ne mami puti no assemblies no e won bi no MPs nso wo mu bi enti edu time bi ana MPs bi MP omo kwan ye na manfo complaining omo say MP nye kwan but MP no onye contractor but MP e contribute to e kwan ye in terms a whole lot na ebete a whole lot nkofo won sem kan because MPs bi a hye bo krom ha no ma at the end of the day no you vote you in power no omunya adwuma bia they are always just going up and down MPB crowd ma o parliament o mo wada e wa say omo bi da and o te parliament was a bosome so anu agisika and o up and down say no waste o man sika waste resources onye hwe bi mu so adwuma hunu na bibre na eye ntem ze na de betin sem but area ha na de Afrifa any Moses Elim omo elu na handle area ha na omunya adwuma bia ebia omaboa individually bi ewo mobotom dia eno na dia I do not know but as far as yen premier development mra yen premier omanfo asetena mu ntomo yen premier nema bibira build nation mra ne dia ofo bi say Afrifa ene Moses Elim Trubu ha ne Gan West ha nyina ye Afrifa ne Moses Elim ne handle omo area no very close to the send that we to do baby na just one step now call a FIFA dim just a step back now about Moses Elim dim that's why I make us a FIFA ni Moses Elim enti ama sama ene me ban say Gan North hanum say ni ade ni na no to go constituency ni ade no course I'm thinking say e be free hanum say aban very great. Okay. So just like other areas.
And you try your messages. It was 0503 236 735 0503 236 735. And last and one hour free and one at the same line we are now.
I said calling
now over to my friend so well. And at time we do not sell by friend. Over to my friend was 0503 236 735. Pacho, so now make an ene dear. Wow, be free.
Na TV no
volume 20 and then chechebo ejina stand by what's in the wa be mistake no be you with and I
want to me a remote national a mute no mute
wo dey mute ya cheche bo be pick your call pe na
kasa wi na wabi
kasa wo phone so and I even kasa wi kwa kwa wo be te wo because e delay
sure we need delay enti wo pese wo tie die TV ne kan
wo tie die TV ne kan wo be man komo twetwe na ye bisi basa internet de cheche bo say and then wow be ye list mistake how be team if phone so pe there
sure
obe yi
na for now na dey test in WhatsApp
se say dey WhatsApp and text o some bit mad o share on Facebook so o bit match say 1p say or bomodi ana say
wasan what's in the home na se wan kan di amanfo ntia ase o be ka say 1p no or boy djuma na wasan 1p no ne so won fa so o constituency ana ne so nim fa so but say ne so won fa so there it means oye bibi
okay
it is a 1p ni so nim fa so those are the mo yenye plain mo yenye di atamu 1p so nim fa so me yehu se ne so nim fa so
na say na we come about o kasa about Christian Council ne clergy
Council of State in the Christian Council for
na only a Christian Council for some clergy men akoye oba ko mahama fie
tom ko re
omo say omo ne mahama ko kasa na ombo na yanji 11 too
Christian Council for ne Council of State for so omo ko mahama
na councilors Council of State
Christian Council
and some clergy men and I make say men of God akomahama fie say omumboa na omunji 11
I am just praying say omukwa mahama emfa ni ku ma om
omako
okay
and na a closed door meeting
okay in camera
closed door meeting we no national chairman of NDC honorable Ofosu Ampofo also mo de be omugina na no omugina say 11 no emboa no
na say emboa
but then the question is I say embra mahama say oji gitmo 2 what can I say issue no mahama say oji gitmo 2 no on the basis of sympathy say ehumobro bi na and me can say Christian Council describe ne say ehumobro no say wo ye ehumobro kra fanyansa to ho
na say omo so kutu mahama
me come answer me so
okay
indirectly they insulted the president
in a way gitmo 2 for by me can say one of the meet the press President Akufo-Addo here I will share journalists that was 2018 Kwesi Pratt ebisa na say gitmo 2 no omo tebia te say so ye de omo ko ana say omo Ghana President Akufo-Addo ya no say omo ba power no omo say gitmo 2 for no they are behaving well so they are being taken care of so something that which was bad at during Mahama's time no they came to okay it now this same Christian Council who described the president for not using sense in taking a decision akon na so no so say omo ko edebe omo den no kokasa na or accept 11. Do you think in a way say the Christian Council is part of our problem in the country? I said the BIA can. The BIA can. But a man for whom say because they bear the name Christian in Christian way anything. They think say omoyenkophobia omoye good ama. There are people omoye worse. Just like no moka Mahama dey say at least oya there omo fenyan santo. May I urge them say they should do the same thing. On say one of the entities me to me a useless power economy Christian Council. Me name their use. Me name ade omoya so important. Share initiatives about not almost supported. Share we what do you call it? National Cathedral issue where a come the amount for any penya baby that now you say you kwa sisi asori dan na Christian Council for Gina no more support it for billions of cedis and could see asori dan now I'm quoting him now I'm quite asori nipa na come den no de osori anopa na onya adwuma no ono na nkotena national cathedral de osori na ne maame nya ntua ni school fees maame na okodwom ho na ne one cedi ne kura akọ akọje no eno kura aban de ne fa stress man sana ne saka na one cedi no ono na enya no nkotena national cathedral. So you could realize omo ye body so omo to aba. So let me put it this way. Omo ye body bia omo nyuma omo ye nyina na chese they support a particular government. Sure. They support a particular government. And yes anka national cathedral issue omo sorry giri and support NPP. And yes anka omo sorry say omo come hama order na kaka say onye 11 too. If they are people they think about the country. Na omo from who Christians are. Na Bible no omo kita no. Say sa na kire omo. Don't say them be make say they know say nyam betu obi aka say dey nyuma and God will punish them also according to their works and deeds. Sure.
But then the question we need to ask is say asore no clergy no aso form penny form call Mahama Fi no. The question maybe say have they a survey with their church members? Some church members they pay 11 nana.
For kakra na ye active team no ye kwa bontin ye kwa ye kwa markets ni bi ye kwa taxi stations bi. These are the very same people taxi drivers no mo tonton ani ama okwan mo wodwom no they are the very same people mo ko and sorry na ananya omo omo na eko but these are the very same people ye ko omo ye fan so omo ye de omo ye sample ye ko omo ho a nipa ye interview omo nyina it was about 2 people pen a car say mamba ko ne car say 11 ne de yanyin tum because so kwa outside Aitua there was this lady so on so car say 11 yanyin tum na be ma development aba because so ko US omutia high taxes
wakoda
minim there but on say on allegation laudable in the sense that we call US no mutia high taxes omo ye adwuma high they build the nation according to the taxes they pay what I say indika yenso de no why is enough for us
exactly to high
nanka adwuma ko high yetua lo a wo de adwuma ne nkolu ye no irrespective of how much we are paying
we don't see the impacts
bibia ni ho bibia ni
example say bibia ye jiro to no wo no
what I say you could clearly see say ema 11 is so nimfaso even your tax crown and can you say do baby and I'm beginning to feel say then I didn't Ghana for cry to tax because one Ombeka say oh yeah the tia abandon my for kama no koso but ni na has to do with production if you may be produce bibi I discover what I say but this is a country tax e wo krom ha yentua tax e wo Ghana to me I don't see any sense in it yentua tax e wo krom ha because at the end of the day you choose canona there is no value then why do you have to pay say any yetua tax no na ade be chi na ebe hu say we koso project we koso enwuma eba obi esere emrante asore anopa omo koba vi we wan see the crowd to me koto petrol gu kam we say how to me ko yesi enema nyina ayefo ama economy no amanfo ho ahen ha o ma anka nobody will complain nobody will fight over taxes anka tax na kra na ban ne de ba kra anka onwene ho ka to say say ya beje tax we ye de ba be yesi anka yile bi we ba ye say ye de ba be bie enwuma no anka obi ani hu problem because obi e pa adwuma ye ba be bia ma Christian Council no eye entity a omusu ni mfaso and he said they should sit down and do omunfa a bit of apply more sense to it. When we make us apply more sense to it, apply sense there, but they should apply more sense to it. Share omunya simple analysis and calculations. Omutiti be free. Now omunhwe sika afa yensem. Even World Bank for sika kwa 430, Ghana for yesika kwa ira 12.85 billion. Yehu baby afa. Yehu baby sika afa. By 11 year projected 6.4 something billion. Which of course 6.9. What can I say now here analysis and comparison now you could realize and I say you could see say yenye sika a such 6.9 no bebre ba be seen obi anya accounts yehu say sika na so mfaso but Christian Council no you are aware of this enti ade no mun ko bisa nana ne NPP for say Enti so sika na World Bank for the mai any sika aira Ghana ya confection any sika fe baby ni na ho aka so we there they can come back and say any yenji 11 into but obi ayama yama 100,000 Ghana cedis want me am fa anya ade bi am fa so amba we say yama 2,000 Ghana cedis a obetumi dia ye bibi.
That's when we were giving much no
what misuse no
when you were giving more you couldn't even more. This I was saying you test you the buff
from the obetumi dia na ade 10 cedis entumi anto no 2 cedis betumi ato entumi nto enso we yeton ebi moto on 2 cedis uko ukuta 50 pesos ya de bema it is a memo 2 cedis no entumi afa nkoto nso ya mere me na ukoba na se memo 50 pesos na fa koto nso no be me nyansa be ni so Christian council no they should sit down no munye calculations no no mu say no ene nana ade we kura ade ban fa so bia ni so because so kura nana na ye ko fight ama wono skawe by ye hu so fa so bia nti if that is the case at 11 no nana be ya fatu nchen what I say and I say they should advise say nana if this is what you are bringing tell us at the end of the day scanaba no you so what you can do yen ko demonstration yen fighting as being an oppressor.
Well you better than here but yeah ba me quick information chairman of NDC so for sample on say 4 to 5 years me say if former president Mahama friend Anado directly any need come about Ghana on Peking on Fino
akwe kotokone has into the office or your boss
that's what chairman we are asking say right now no why is Mahama now coming into the picture early this year and I said late last year they say Gabi Ochedakon ako Mahama fee already about e-levy. Now another group this is the clergy so ako
so how sure are them say ako conventions for you maybe I don't just get it.
That is the issue that you may be fed that you don't know about your bar you better talk about Kai say and then you say UMPO upotim
and I'm
umpotem any umpesu aso ana ye bisa say ka say ekoto aba enne obeto ama ne bi uma na
enti umpesu aso ne ye constituency na oto aba no na umpotem ye area na wote no
area na wote no enti ye bisa say MP no a wote so sia no whether NDC or MPP ye ka say ye to aba ama no enne a obeto ama na na
wasana
ana boss and I mean put a question straight. When pin was
sign. Na man for ntiase. What so was
it? If our message is was 0503 236 0503-236-735. Both WhatsApp and text messages. And be more, you be my friend. Na wempino. Just say, waka nyama oh yeah, nimso onye juma. Itika na yehu na yemisa na say ade no show boss say obi say about na onye. Nti yeda ne ye ho aba ye ba dwumedi ni beto aso.
The Nantala Netina la register SIM card kam Ghana ni Ghana card ko. Ghana card ko.
Akutola no bolwo akutoza mobile man ntuntuma a internet na bunkam za hadin bi a SIM card wozo I be register. I
register ni dalim *404# ka dwa de swelngo de ne cheka atwala abashanga den be Ghana card wozo. Ghana card number ayule atule yule adwandapsile ne anyeso panya bedo.
This hadin ta special code kazang le chang butuma du woshi be customer care center kapitichen zang alabani nyechele biometric machine wopune tima aichena kashi a digital address
dalim *404# afonzo emtiliga SIM card register pumpon
I bought the lab yelenga nyimbol ma a service provider 100 beka bo National Communication Authority nima toll free number 0800 110 622 register a SIM card kana kulbiane
wako aba eba Kratos eba clinic. Many Dr. Penia meda clinic ya no. Me din NT Dr. Samuel Santientry. Me alliances doctor clinic inso alliances clinic abama yetumi say yetumi eye adwuma. Yare bebrebe eho adwuma ene ye ewa ha. Baby awo bia fa hye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo di apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye omo operation. Dompe abu eno nso ye ho adwuma pa. Yen ene afi 2021 aban ebo ya baso na yenya abaso bode ye say ye obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa. Eno achi no yare a ebite say sexual weakness, prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebrinti yentumi nka nkyerɛ obetumi age number eno afre doctor ewo 0247 77 1981 and 0261 425985 hwe clinic actually kwan ewo Pokuase Afiaman ye ben Presby transformer ye yeduma free edwoda ekosi memenda anopa no nwotwe kosi anumere nonum ne efa na enso se memenda de a kai na hye nso se ye pon anumere nonan enefa. Kratos wish you good health. Kratos the power to heal.
Okay, yeah, now I say Oguswa air active morning, so yeah, to in commentary so if issues are air trendy social media, Junior Fabia, Oba Ombantem, Wabekayen, sir. That's the same.
Namiadum.
Ombantem. What to say? Now, Indra, Ufi has
a journey on pen.
It's a norm.
Ukazo Ombantem, Tino.
Oh, some genius one or says
a ball bears 135. And I would now and Andra area and I would to pass.
I will cry.
She need us to put to pass out and say,
no, she
to pass.
Me don't.
The information I made to say, who could do fee in maybe say 11:15 p.m.
Who free have 1:30.
Or could do fee 11:15 p.m.
Not traffic or pass.
Say, as some way I working, if as I said,
Gaze,
summer as I say, Ghana for one moment wrong information.
Now, maybe I say,
we're journalist.
No. Me
say
information matter.
It's any now
alleged.
And I want to
defend.
And I'm saying I want to.
Okay, it's not to be fatal, man.
Don't be smart.
Because
don't try to be smart. Because
at the end of the day,
oh, my cousin say. I go home very early.
What time?
Before 8.
Now, say 1:30 over here. Now, coffee there. Now,
oh, you know there's traffic in Accra. I didn't go home straight. My cousin coffee straight. And I want to say me tumpasa. I don't just me coffee.
Was it not say me nya course me?
Fabia. Fabia was so friend. Me dey no answer okay me say o ko baby akwaje ade mu.
Na that Apostle General Krapo bi say Fabia. I said no, and the whole day who Fabia.
Oh, we're in China. Apostle General was stepping out. I even asked them to Okoinfa. In fact, I wanted to join him, but no, was the only because Apostle General was it the whole day. And the morning show not mean to be. Was I invisible?
Probably. Ebia, at the same.
Who be some at
the same. They are quite cool.
Was it Monday, Wednesday? When men divide, and
then come back to us.
And another table, and all cramming or reception. Was it Virgin went to men into when I'm going to be as I do good in say, so I did the day. Watch a dear bro, we are more with me. And was it,
we almost
I said, and back with you.
And your fepu.
So,
dress, we could dress. Then bada. Who said the point said, "Okay, Valentine, no, it shouldn't be gifts alone." I said, "You can't hear me see me."
It's a never twice.
Opa,
observers are worried.
Opa did nothing in a fire home.
If who put on the information
and I'm making sure to say, "Oh, yare, because
management is not away.
Young castle Ubalitu.
What I
mean, Nebra, I have it in a hand.
A damn that 4 o'clock, Miss Ebedridge Mountain.
You anyhow be different.
Man for future wives. Emo, wife.
Oba me hena no say na.
And the way human hair na say and also Valentine.
We are Brazilian.
Opposite of human day.
Meaning.
But
story ben but before I go so you person you share Mahama Embra Christian Council for echo ne chain and then could in komo efa 11 na Mahama they say ono their NDC MPs here no they are not fighting for NDC but they are fighting for Ghanaians and then democracy.
Sure.
So you see say video no e Wezo TV and my say video no eti producer said why ready my video no enko.
We have come as I've introduced ourselves as heads of churches of the various associations and groupings in Ghana. Our history has it that the church has played a very significant role in our development and in the welfare of our people. So as major stakeholders, when things become of concern, we are all to take it up and see how best we can find answers and resolutions to it, so that at the end of the day, what we preach and what governance is all about can be achieved all to the glory of God. Getting to the last quarter of last year, we all experienced what our country has never experienced before, maybe from the very beginning, from the very first month, when we had our parliament as it is now. As you rightly mentioned, whether we have a minority or have a majority, but the hung parliament. When it came to the hilt, when they were about closing with the introduction of the budget and the year levy and what went on the last but one day of Parliament, where there were exchanges resulting in some fights and all that. And the churches or the Christian bodies became alarmed and said, we will not sit, but we want to take a very bold step in seeing how best together we can find solution to it. So we have made various approaches. We have met the Minister of Finance, we have met the majority in Parliament, the head, we've met some members of the minority. We also met the Minister of Finance again for discussions. Then our last meeting was with the President of the nation. When we also had a very fruitful interaction with the Speaker of the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament. And we seen that there are other major stakeholders for whom we need to also make approaches and see how best we can find answers to what is happening to us, looking at all the circumstances and the conditions around us, especially what is happening in our sub-region, not only looking at what is happening here in our country, but what is even around our sub-region. And it became very necessary at our meeting that the series of interventions and interactions, we cannot leave His Excellency, the former president, behind, but to also make a move to see him and see how best we can all have discussions and look at what is happening to us in our country, and if there is a way out by which we can all look at it and come to a resolution.
You get a detail of, what our concerns are, you will understand the viewpoint from which we are coming. But I do think that this meeting is timely, and it's good to hear from all sides. And I'm sure that by the time you have heard what we have to say, you realize that the problem is much deeper than you think. And that's why I brought some of the MPs here. That fight was a fight for democracy. There's no way a speaker can sit in the chair, relinquish the chair, let somebody else come and sit in it, and take a vote in something that he has presided over. The Constitution is clear. You take a voice vote, ayes or nays. If somebody challenges it, it means that we don't agree with your choice. So you, the speaker, must sit in the chair and do a division. And then you say, I've done the division, the accounting, I'm now going to get out of the chair and let the second deputy speaker who has voted come and sit in so that I can also go and vote. Our Constitution doesn't allow that. And it was felt that our MPs should sit timidly and let them pass this unconstitutionality. It won't happen. And so, yes, I'm happy that that rowdy scene has woken your consciences that you must intervene, because there's a lot that is happening in this country that if we don't intervene, it would upset our democracy. The Fourth Republic has been the most enduring, and we must protect it. And all of us must stand up and protect it. Dialogue is not just the only issue. Dialogue comes from the ruling party. We are in opposition. We have nothing. If the ruling party says, come and dialogue, of course we'll come and we'll sit and dialogue. If you are bringing something like e-levy, why was there no dialogue before you introduce it in Parliament? It's only after you introduce it and there's a pushback, then you say, come and let's dialogue. But you go and set your 1.75% and then you bring it and say, because there's a pushback, the country is pushing back, the minority is pushing back, then you say, okay, let's dialogue. Okay, I'll give you 1.5. It's like we are negotiating in Makola. E-levy is not the problem. E-levy is a symptom of what has gone on for the last 4 years. Government feels that it can ride roughshod over everybody, take its own decisions, bring anything into Parliament, do whatever it likes, pass any, decisions that it wants without dialoguing. After all, we're 169. And so the current 137 is a withdrawal symptom. And so government has to climb down from its high horse and realize that the people of Ghana have been tired of that tyrannical, dictatorial majority rule that they have carried out. Without consensus building, without dialogue, even if you're 169, it still helps to get consensus.
Okay, now as I said, Uguswa active morning or activities. So President Mahama Asema Okano. First of all, also follow. Now I say, and when he answer 11, no, send an interesting Juman, and when someone would have told me also say, Bishisha, Kebi, and what kind of ye, no, Bisha, no matter Chinko, Afa 11. Do you think that Christian Council no? Who told them? I want to Kebi or Ghana.
That was
also Kushia, Minister of Finance, Omesha President, Ankasa, Omesha Speaker of Parliament, and Omesha Kofo.
Already, you're not as a woman humble.
Let me speak.
I'm open now. I'm okay. No.
Sure.
Let me speak. Send me message, private message. You say, I said, "Me no, you can't. You need to jano. Na Fabia de Oshase no who jano. Na sana we pan say catch them no phone so say.
Say we
So jabera mi who. When I'm kita papa.
Na be move say you plan bibi na e be come. Saying. But it's our perception of one wrong. We don't plan anything. Say you better have you be who you become we ask them there be. We come to address issues. We come as citizens. They mimi free say no meka. They want to free say obeka. They want to free say no. Say atena ha no me yemi and say argument wo issues should be on.
You problem kum.
Sure. It is there. But what they should know is that we are here to tell the truth. We are here to speak for the voiceless. That is all. But idea we are say omo ko omo can be a omo ne wan. Omo can be a woman no omo to aba. The MPs in omo say are they more than the voters? One say these things, you know, me tina one man.
But the question is it in their jurisdiction to be doing these things?
And she say, who say there is a body called Christian Council.
President Mahama can be, and for me, it's a mark for me. Or say, if they see what Parliament, you know, in Sia, we wouldn't know say Christian Council.
MPs abubo type. They Ghana fuel. I soil condition. The whole state, the whole country, the whole world will be a Ghana or free in Parliament. Now, it's a Japadia, and I said near my state in the or Parliament. No more Kambumuka. Where was the Christian Council? Where was the Christian Council? Useless entity. Now, until I make us say, I don't know, Muntanasi voters, you know, or Munche a man for one problems or what I say, no more advising and I said, and come the Ghana for. Or Muntuna for saying, you say, Upa, be a Juma for good initiatives, Ghana for best support. Nana Ubo Pine, we are, would you levy background, Ghana for any problem? Then say, minimum. The basis and answer grounds or Christian Council General to say, for 11. That's almost support to say 11 never be
Reverend Okasana clearly you could see they are not even calling for accountability.
I don't know,
they are just calling for consultation, which I mean for me I believe say well I don't know because during a certain government, you know, the way they issue statements on little things, you know. Little things, you know, it's not the same.
Mama and Professor Marta, they know a Christian Council chair.
President moderator.
Sure. No, or a Christian Council chair that time. While Mama because a Cromfoa, they went the benefit near the other, and a whole lot of issues on taxes in our Mama addressing. That I'm on your chair for Christian Council. We this government buy or him. Or back example, even if you are no more the chair. It's still now we you are value. Wait to me, I can and your man say, and you get people
Christian Council, the question Christian Council for no one is one or consultation.
And they say, oh, my to Master Yako, and they send a member to
they should give us a reason the hopefully said because Pentecost ya be consultation do or any members are consultation say
that's not chairman team
me chairman general secretary well said me chairman general secretary fa letter ba say yen should am to about so you say 11 ya ji tumu ana
but that is what they should be doing and some survey
one year one so
we have the members in your church you can't call yourself a pastor
about 30 membership na am one baby obia I don't know any survey unless say you my by the survey kaka e o market
as we are your bet because we are concerned yes
survey be answer say
be amomo diocese o munya
no district be something like that
I can't say minya enti be grounds be ntia Christian Council for no etumi sorry say omo ne Mahama ko kasa no agi lebi atum Christian Council for no mfi se mfa so go yi lebi so mo mo ana.
You see, the point is they clearly they've seen say they are losing their relevance.
What I say? They've seen say they have lost.
See, the point is
Christian Council.
Christian Council, who are you representing? You are representing your church.
Sure.
And you can't say you should buy bonus as a standard. The church is the member who attends
your people
who comes into you.
Make sure say sorry bana or beto one city no or make sure say sorry bana or sorry ne market enketi onanti ene ba sorry no make sure say I don't dey near me ko man sa sorry ba kro na ye metua tight ye metua de be ene ye mo afode ene enye say sa sorry bana na obre no ono na san di ile bi be chechire no so mo ya
so me catch Clement say obi tag me video bi ase video na say the market woman say ma sorry am ekono me ba for ye me too tight me dey yesterday me dey so for you no dey take am on ne busu 40 fi papem na masabet na market asenti agi me 11 enye hwe. But that is laudable. That is laudable. Secretary for better no more G11 na too. Na so ma me na.
No konya na mo tie condition ka.
Exactly.
Na bi se mi ti o ma ko tan se mo better na o sa akwa. Ma so le sa akwa.
And obi sending obi tagging videos na me say
ko onya adwuma nye won fight man say na na do bi adwuma na Ghana fo onya adwuma nye na asore man nya adwuma nye wa so so kutum ama fo say on meji 11 tum na wa asore ba na o ton meko na offering
I wish I can get service
from the bar sorry and man nyina nya adwuma yentumi ntue school fees no ono ane nsa metu 11 Christo so mfun be no
Christo so man
and obi sending obi tagging me video bi on Facebook na me pese yima ahwefo na video ni yesere mu but obende na o che say o say Ghana say na Ghana aye this is how the country is moving
but no man we no man no musu egu so because as o mo ya ye holier than thou
but me I don't know why the Christian Council will take it upon itself to do consultation because who can omo
say nkofo be sori akoto offering to money problem enkofo you see yen ka say Christo so munye yen ka say offering ye but ye do offering on a good cause you try tight on a good cause na no mama we nka ho baba me ti so because o de o tight de o da say watu ama so for no de o de be ye de emfa ho
hwe
unetia tight enko ade
but that is what people say.
Oh, that's what they say Bible. I think about
I say enshania and so for the day it's a Bible
unetia tight enko ade na me be shira o
and ma sorry there uboa o obe account for 50% sira kra won
tight fun dey as
oh but they account for it but say some but
oh me
like do you understand
no but you see in the Church of Pentecost your local assembly you see etua tight no ska mo be nya no mo close tight na ska mo be nya no mo bet 10% ifimu as a local no na mo dia boa local no
ejuma me so bi ti actually one more pe 100 cities are confirm e ko akoton na onya bi
na says can be na recently cry
yes is independence
that is why COVID-19 by no Church of Pentecost e ma order say asori sika na e bank no local assemblies no ko yi says can function
mo sorry for and people shouldn't get it wrong say we are against offering letter
no what they say
conversation as
and say wamba na wa sorry kan na WhatsApp group
me kwa sorry
enu de u gba
me tia offering na say in times of need about you should need a share for na me duru baby na dey na we 5 loaves of bread and fishes and one command there amount for the over there nti adinti na asori no ko crisis no na say chronic crisis ma now church members you know they have to suffer once you try offering for so many years you try tight for so many years asori ko fix schedule nti one ko fix kan ko asori ban
so the point is say well I'm so basing my argument on the Church of Pentecost and I say even Kroma etena crap no or hini kase odi festival crap wa asori ni yiska
etotonia ma e westi asori fu etna company for bobotai ehwehwenim Christo som na yeko
what I say
but na me kura na te woni di of
recently obi apply for help in the church maybe I'm a one the church said no we need to help her also person your business or person ton ade ba woniska and yes so in the budget and bra or yeah the budget by no we had to dip our hands in the church coffers and give it to
no
it's when say no or ba so no oka so mba for real
sure
or the well but most of the churches that we have no he doesn't care about especially with me say one day they should do the instrumentalists the role that they play in the church instrumentalists obi who had instrumentalists on year juma
as ya read Bible no
Monday to Friday all friend me say that na obi friend na Saturday numre
omra heza
Saturday numre no obete the pastor nka meanwhile that youth now obo keyboard obo we man on year juma
obana ya man bibi ti say shabu
you know say
100 Ghana including the whole week
meanwhile who pay juma man or resource no.
The church today is very weak.
And that is what the Christian Council should focus on.
The church today is very weak.
The Christian Council is there to work on doctrines.
And I didn't maybe and yet Nippon can say on a dinner budget crack or another and yet and conform to was or you mean there was a more basset episcai in Juma. The church should be able to identify
that is it. That is it.
Because church doctrines, you know, I say, was a moon cock or ancasset or mumma. Until at times, no more way they move to an among. We investigation, we share how most members, you know, or move living without your more cry away.
Maybe your first number was
it's more identifier. Then, oh, okay, why it's in your way?
Central one, a do maybe a to me first from you reach a Chinese affair from from I say, but I got to a time realize these are the same people they be a boom. It's all open on here, sorry.
That is the problem.
Sorry, no, so start.
You should show you
move.
What you said, the point is Christian Council. Christian Council. If I'm coming relevant, we be better sorry crap one. They should give the persons the certificate to operate. The panel certificate to operate. But omo kono akoye a useless school and this is a Christian Council, the Man of Christian Council 4 years seminar, and it was carried out on TV where almost kasa about how the church
you need principles behind a guiding and sorry.
What that is it. The 64 days fasting why you Fabia, my story.
Video so be tag master on Facebook. I think it was contrary to a video now your boy and MP Castle market on. I don't know if it's a same market now, but producer say are you ready to do all
okay. It's important about send video the first. We are now about me video now. And maker say obi the tagging or Facebook no.
Also be tagging.
And as I'm not for tagging and power. But the point say, I remember Munja me target, now man, I won't target me.
For my old job, you said that boy, yeah, finally, you many a man. A bad boy, maybe I'm one by one man check. Also, for GFN is saying, Tice, and some decoration was the Cofiniama. And what well, no chino, when go to my talker, no, enjoy now, performance. I'm not here, and any other my yes, for my old job, dear. You said that boy, yeah, finally, you many a man. A bad boy, maybe I'm one man check.
Okay.
Me, I'm not saying she's not right. She's right, but our concern and our worry is that 11, yeah, the
you see, that is the question. You see, this woman, this woman, Opa, Mameno Yanko, dancing markets, and if any are bro, and Michael Bayfi, let's go and explain to the woman. Say, you never know. The entire you to say any man. That's just a woman. Some magic Michael Wonka.
But mammy,
but
mammy, a month for the do. Woman answer no working. I saw now also call one man church. Okona ko to offer mass of no go to. So for no to me family teacher search in Chinese. Would make I attention to offer. I saw you call you do offer. That's why you
exactly.
You do tight but 11 idiot eba.
It's a maker said this woman is ignorant. MP na ya bro. MP no and ya bro. But I can MP a utu boka say if ya nyanji IMF if you are doing IMF, meanwhile, this as a bank catch and say we are not using any loan to run features.
Ignorant.
What I say? MP said the wedding was a same.
Until mommy, we walk out of the now, would this can win our software enjoy now? Uti do mutom
and also and also in Pabon or pet chinchi or pass or
Ghana for especially man.
In Pabon, we wore 30 days fasting. We change Sao, who's a advert so TV so among cassette,
Empire and our sorry, near Casse, a member more low sperm count, more money. No, they be a ma.
I know you have special problem.
The secret is that most of the fake pastors they know say women are fragile.
And they are ignorant.
That is their sports.
Oh, make us a member.
No.
But the point is that, Mami, we are saying, okay, I don't fault it too much because I dream
blindfold, you know.
MPB, the opportunity. I say, Mami, no,
I see free, you know.
Baby, that is it. But my young cohort, my young say, for your education E11. Didn't tell my mom E11 too. Or somebody Mike. What I say? The point is that
no, tax digit. Now, only so JB do more. No,
it's saying, police are making
430 and to me, I say, oh, the infant says 7, 430 and to me, I 7. And a bit to me, I not 7, 430 my cousin.
Okay, young person video now make cannot. Obi said, this is how the country is now. This is how the country is moving.
A bro leadership,
yeah, video no.
Remote of one year come with you. Hey, but I didn't. On the more serious, no Ghana, a quite young boy. And get quite young boy.
So did they intentionally do the video?
Say Ghana, a quite young boy.
Because who is now you're backwards and because you but we ask almost share Dana more faster moon come chi.
Say Anke quiet here. Maybe the moon sank boy. Because Quebec could see 1957. Say when I Ghana. Quebec could see Nkuma region.
1957.
And Quebec more universities. And Quebec teacher for ye. And Quebec factories. Companies, industries, be
but the last
time, no. The last time,
okay, Mamma, another point here, quite a boy. Odopa, factories, industries, companies, and come see and my CB come. Everybody. Young quite cheap, and I slave trade in Ukraine. Not only a brony food. Indirectly, slave trade. Ghana for Bobo is Sikano. That idea.
This time, the slave trade, no. I'm funny.
Clearly, who say, I buy penny for money. The way I NDC for my the best solution
because they are in opposition.
The same thing.
I also make a statement to here. If you want it, but we are telling people say, as I can say because of Obi NDC
and also NPP
because NPP and over there the sitting. You see, we want NDC for back. Not saying because we are addressing issues and
we want a government. Like I say, I'm changing the constitution. The constitution doesn't favor development of the country.
Government of Bekase.
I want a government of Bekase. We are abolishing manifestos.
Sure.
Let's use the national development agenda.
Sure. Manifesto no
government of Bekase. Democracy, no. Citizens are part of decision making. The government will be implemented so that Congress.
Say, if I say e-levy, I say e-levy akotoha. Senate, they don't just talk. They will tell the Congress leader to say, we are going back to our people.
Omuneye.
Number could share on crop for no say. As someone that to parliament to abanising.
Omuni was take the citizens and maybe a democracy be citizens in the take major part.
Okuda to Yebi in his constituency, Okuda Blakwa, AAB won in constituency recently, and people were mocking him. Say he doesn't know why he is in parliament.
You do so want democracy.
Somebody be a bill or something about this is what they should be doing.
Sure.
Conduct a survey.
What is democracy?
Persons, no matter. You conduct a survey. Know that are they happy about it?
Sure.
What they want to ask you who say boy about
you see, the point is our civil society organizations, any other groups know what we should be calling for now as a country. They say we need to abolish manifestos.
A waste of
because it doesn't help. Shall fan say Nana do was you started project
manifestos na say one more phones wa kra ne kajitia auto phone na abeku fi na esamana.
That is it. We need to, and then your national development agenda no 5-year development plan edaho say 10 years 20 years over power
over twice
you use that, but then you so all the different approach and
the answer.
In so way you na person you feel in so way but me so say you dan ni say ni ehwegu ma e be okay
correct
and I so say you ehwegu a na Ghana for e be away
say you need to see.
So
that is democracy.
Within 10 years 20 years no you person you see
that is democracy.
It's any senior people before any other political parties more from Adrian Chambers quite be fast you say. Now me to what as a voter. Okay, me sha e kura don call idea we good.
So no vote.
No to amano.
No vote.
You see, but manifesto no, the manifesto is a document. Sometimes the voter doesn't have access to the manifesto. Because even MPP communicated some ban. They didn't even, some of them didn't even know. Say when this to factory Nana do no, it was to go in to work in partnership with private sector.
Sure. To boost
what I say. But they didn't know. Most of them didn't know.
Some don't take one district, one factory now.
What I say. Because on the day of the launch of the manifesto, no, they don't talk deep into the manifesto.
Communicate negatively. What I say, but to them no positive. Or the one district, one factory, bar. On remuye ma on tiase. Or be communicate in a way. That is not what they are doing. That is the problem.
But I feel say the jamboree that comes with manifesto launch and also can home.
I tell you.
We share the party members.
I tell you.
It's say the board general something or better asema.
I said we be comfortable about
when you say one district one factory, you know. When you read the manifesto itself, now on video know how they explain the one district one factory on their campaign platforms now. A different thing altogether.
So as I was saying yesterday,
that is it. But then the point is say, if can actually me what you want to do, and then one thing about them is say, and it is with both MPP and NDC, the moment you try to, who say you've been enlightened, you know, about what they are doing, you know, and it is wrong, you know, then they tag you.
And now
but the point is say,
but the truth must be told.
The time is say, recently President Vice President Eko can say about e-passports. So you see how Ghana card and we also work with passports.
International ports for the bankers are saying no correct.
Look at Oruwe can
say 44,000
before ICAO no matter the banking issue. I mean, it was a discussion on social media. And Oruwe, one of the Facebook post was sitting newsroom. The person was like, but as we are 5 years it can't be so.
And how?
And Ocean the commenter reply on our commenters. It was full of insults.
Now Ghana card now, yeah, say a friend.
Yeah, bank
there is nothing like Ghana card. Said you know, there is nothing. You need to be a friend of Ghana card. ECOWAS card. ECOWAS is the economic community of West Africa. West African countries, states in Ghana, Akabum, and on my one card, so that me person free and I'm going Nigeria. That is a dear link here. And the link here. But I say because of say Ghana and I say yeah,
but the point is say, you see, one thing I make say, if you are a communicator of a party, you see, you don't just last time I catch you say, unlike us, we think with our brains. Unlike them, we think because as journalists we need to think with our brains.
Sure, and you have to also educate the people.
But if you don't want to think with your brain as a political party, as a political party communicator, it is fair enough. But then you see, you need to also learn. You need to also learn. O party eke obwa
na we defend it. Unnebi wo fie kohwe ne homobro kohwe ne homobro na u defend ne yama ni kwa so defend obi tie condition mu etwi v petrol diska kese koba onabo owani munyam hye no na ono enjoy ne ma enjoy to the sense bi o ma mo fa asifo ina enjoy maybe so omo na hofo kra ne outsiders so no na also your communicator bi na o ti baby na nipa ne ka asem na enya hwe utokura wo dem no dan a wo dem fan kra no bi kra oni right oni nsu na wo defend so ho no sa say eye no ano no e na ye aban e na previous government no na say aban fufuro na otwa mu no say no na wo defend we sa enti wo tena se na obi ka asem na wo tena se wo say ade we ya o kan die do me MPP ni do me NDC ni but die na na do kan die mahama e kan die no. It doesn't make sense. And I say, entasum, and your papa. That is where the true citizen in you comes out. But then you say, Mama can't say, now we end this in it. Hey, and another can't say, we end this in it. Hey, at times we sound so stupid. Which shouldn't be so.
Anyway, you call other issue, but in Kaya say it is unconfirmed reports to say. Adjust for ever to Ghana in Ray. The unconfirmed reports say adjust for Yamea Doma or do a high say Fitilati Yema it's actually for updates on adjust for
you basically
update here and
my Betty Oba
and the Speaker of Parliament and so are returning in Bra Otna Akunyemu in Bra. Eti abambagwe so aba eti si ano
because also about March 4th
ebi a drona work fast
also and catch say March 4th ne kra no nke betime aka say this March nti na oba ntenya ayaresa de me fancy
na okay
it is
also a point to
me fancy
this is March obvious
E-levy no so you remember updates every day every blessed day you remember update on the E-levy this year is the entire sentence government say or change or withdraw bill no from
kakaka
or withdraw the kakaka
enanye fully say Tigana from what you
but you see Okuyo Ponkroma information minister and
no cause we say na no ya jum
and Eugene him director of communication you see they have a lot of work to do they have a lot of work to when it comes to government communication. I am not holding brief for the NDC communication team. But look at the communication team under Sami Jenfi now. Look at the communication. Ubo said
full of energy.
If Utombo S can it through all the TV stations and then the radio stations on their morning shows now. Communicators from the NDC side they all say the same thing.
You know, like Obi,
it's a collective distinct.
Yeah, it's a collective distinct.
I mean, this one too. No, NPP ni understand me. So, Abra, ebi NPP ya there a share sen. It is an advantage for NDC. It is NDC no so but na say. Now, do thinking caps up. Now we take it over.
Sure.
So back at one man go far fence NPP for the no more yen. Ntino, sabi the former look is.
But I
think I have not seen a communication bureau of the NDC or else period than this like betray my better saying yeah Sami
Gyamfi is powerful.
Yes, because
Yenfa politics and Tonchen, everything NPP NDC politics and Tonchen. Sami Gyamfi is a powerful man. I'm telling you. Or Kasa. Now, if we are NDC, we are NPP, regardless of a political party. Now, as I say at times, or person attacking NPP personally, because I know the other has to do with NPP NDC. But all this animal to China, you could see say a very powerful gentleman.
I mean, I remember Kenya Japan, outside of born about to say issues maybe. I think one of the issues.
He's one person I really want to make.
Yes.
It's not because of politics. I mean,
Ken Kachen say we should take politics out of the discussion. Let's listen to what the boy.
Sami Gyamfi is a powerful.
Well,
he's
and
somebody I really want to
know. I am solid. It's almost attacking on issue. Omu you ma call Benkrum, you attack it straight.
That is it.
And no stand of force.
When you're going to hit
at the time they don't have good. Yes, at the time they don't have resources as a party. Was some opposition. But the current administration or communication team, you know, you have access to GBC, you have access to director can say. You see, GBC say E-levy Sikawi, almost spending on we town hall meeting. Use adult education segments in the GBC no Monday to Friday we have adult education on on issues. Now that issue it runs through the whole week. It's yes education in Ghana, in Chi, in Dagbani, in Fanti, in Nzema, that whole week.
Because they do a State of the Nation address every media house.
And that program they speak live.
President every media house effort.
So I don't see why and Kojo Pokoma should know this.
A typical example of senior MPP or Munina or Moyesia as a yakoko. You see, you could do a yashasia to Abomo Mushia. Now we decided to say, Mimi to me Johnny. Na me ni o ma confess. Yeah, ba na ye tutu na e bia me nse bia ya do se betutu na me no mo kwa. Se wo kwa oba ko wo. That is what the NPP is doing.
Was they are not
omunye
one. When it comes to their communication, I mean
very poor.
But who said? Maybe can say last say.
Tenu mbaba o ma ya sre omo. Mbaba ni akasa munim ni amoye.
I was told early this year Samuel Gyamfi organized a seminar for communicators ni na
gentlemen na omo full of energy and wisdom to say Sami Gyamfi enye ndisi asem na me kan Sami Gyamfi as a person
like throughout
gentlemen
political party
Sami Gyamfi age how energetic, how wise and how powerful he is. You such people in society you hear be NPP you hear such people in society people are omono kasa. Even when they are hitting hard, you could see say a very constructive. Those are the kind of people we need. And yeah, old age.
I mean, the communication team and and who's a government way, or more communication, national communication officer, communication director, or more use communication director, the Abwamia Samoa for the party. Then they have the director of communication at the presidency, Eugene Ahin, and the World Minister of Information. Now, me person show review. Minister of Information, or 3 deputies, or 2 deputies, or some were PRO for the ministry, for that information ministry. And that's that information from information ministry. No, yes, some were another Jumekubia, you're from Information Service Department. Sure.
Over the State Assembly now. Omoka yellow and green. And my service now me information service turn on off.
And now Oba communication department directorate network presidency now. They have a lot of people there. Another department. I think over 2 or 1 deputy. And also one deputy. As an Oba communication directorate of the MPP now, also one deputies.
Any pair running Ghana and come, more half of the population.
So you could see say that one job, no, and all these 3 people speak for governments. All these communication directorates, you know. But then you could see say I break it down totally.
So they don't have a common goal.
No, what kind of budget in this one? Monies are allocated to government communication.
Oh, and now there's no China no be the if we have a budget to be HM. And I tell you, Skanko in Parliament, flash star about Jubilee House. I'm telling you.
Some of the no increase expenditure or the money allocated to. Charlie.
But I can say for a fact that you were Sami Jenfisu, necessary or NPP, but they are not using them.
So if they are not using them, if they are not making they are not there. What do you say?
I mean, this guy was doing so well. Sami Oku was doing so well. But yes, I mean, this is also question, baby. Also says, also see our fellow fine. Also, also see our contested.
What your time said, Sami Jenfisu.
I mean, communication and that. And I always say, politics mean too much. But who compare the and I'll mention who compare Yababi and Samoa and Nana Kumia. And Nana Kumia was far better. See, Nana Kumia can sell about what Ania, I'm an Arab me. Nana Kumia about what Ania, I'm an Arab me. Anytime I can say Arab, we call Arab countries not here a home desert. But about my convincing say Ghana Ania better than we Arab Ania. That was who Nana Kumia was. What I said. But who compare to the current and you see,
it's a crab to I was here a month for age near the top. I'm telling you, I was here age. So NDC or see a piano or MPP young guys and a banner can take us into 2 for moment. What Africa
now can the same thing say. I didn't too much. Look at Obo Nansana by Oseko you didn't call Ghana Post. And the branding, Okoka wonya 2 months here, 3 months here. But Okoka branding you are the Ghana Post. She said, I fear for delivery companies now Ghana Hano. But the kind of force of their share,
it should be.
We are going to see a new Ghana Post because someone who said letters, I'm out for letters. So the best thing I say, we need to go into delivery.
Sure, sir.
Yes, and ocean branding and to the sense of one casa air, they can deliver it in the
you hear youth.
What I say?
Exuberance. You hear youth to
Master Oko government institution. Last time we is it accountant general department? Almost say.
You need to say. Obe sorry say. Obe sorry say.
Obe now say you know. I think say as you are saying no, but then you black can say the man.
Oh, there be. That's why I come be to say there's
this guy in MPP.
I said who make sense? Who make sense? Then the last time this Ghana shows who be fair say Akola and I will can SMG na easy. Okoboy too is doing very well. In France, the president, you be already.
That is it. The point is that and for me, I'm sad.
People that you to now say they are ready to go.
Kojo is very vibrant. And I don't know why allow the woman. Their communicators are doing so bad on radio and TV.
Or also the power or limit because. No, what the highest authority. I'm thinking, say, a beer, power be to me free.
He doesn't need to exercise any power. The point is, say, communicate with Eugene Ahin. Because the crack, Eugene Ahin, Eugene Ahin, Eshe, Kojo Ponko Mase. Because Eugene Ahin speaks for one sector or Kasama office be. Office of the President. What I say? But Kojo Oponkroma speaks for the entire government machinery. Just say SMC Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Way, even at the presidency, Kojo Oponkroma speaks on it. So it is just about communication. Consult. Some partners, someone in consultation. They don't know how to consult. And above all, they have one of the worst majority leader in all this. For the story, but quickly, UTAG in quarter.
Message is in so my.
Okay, in UTAG for quarter, Momo order someone call back to.
They said they are not going.
Almost someone call Makasa.
Yeah.
Almost say, and Ramit is so big. I say, and the better show
I say we are not returning to the classroom on February 16th. Legon UTAG president. President of the University of Ghana, chapter of the University Teachers Association, Dr. Samuel Nkuban, has indicated that the aggrieved lecturers will not be running to the classroom on Wednesday.
That's a boy, Obi man allegation. Nkuban, or say Nkuban.
Nkumban, you know. It's now anyway, but thank you. Wednesday, February 16th, despite a court ruling on Tuesday, February 15th. In an interview with Event Mental on Top Story, he stated that based on his knowledge of the court proceedings on Tuesday, the substantive matter has not been heard, and therefore he and his colleagues can't resume the official duties. Unfortunately, the matter was adjourned to Tuesday, then the injunction was granted. The order of the court, we are yet to get the certified copy, and that will give us a sense of the specific details that the court is requiring of us to what to do and what not to do. And on the basis of that, our lawyers will be in the position to advise us. So categorically, we can't state as we speak that we are going back to the classroom tomorrow, which is today. He made this comment in reaction to an injunction by the Labour Division of the Accra High Court on Tuesday, February 15th, with the injunction UTAG is required to suspend the strike action and return to the negotiation table. The order from the court follows on appeal by the National Labour Commission NLC for an interlocutory injunction to suspend the strike by UTAG while negotiations continue. UTAG is therefore expected to halt the strike until the court determines the substantive application by the NLC. The court presided over by Justice Frank Aboagye-Roxy noted that ongoing negotiations between the parties may not yield any result if the industrial action continues. The court has asked both parties to try an out-of-court settlement on 2 occasions. Thus, granted the injunction, UTAG's lawyer Kwesi Kelly Dilata objected to the motion and pleaded with the court to determine the substantive case before it. But the judge overruled it. The NLC sued UTAG, urging the court to declare the strike illegal. The case has been adjourned to February 22nd, 2020 at 1:30 p.m. Meanwhile, students have been left stranded on various campuses of public universities as there appears to be no end in sight of industrial action by their lecturers. But on both occasions, UTAG said they have not received any concrete offer from government yet, thus causing all engagement to end inconclusively.
You see, UTAG say strike, you know, but UTAG for no.
Join the show on Facebook at Active TVG. Sounds me on YouTube and so at Active TV. But I'm from comments no. From text message so number in the blue screen is message so be pick say WhatsApp was a normal text message meaning na ya be kin kan edia mamunti Facebook at Active TVGH and on YouTube at Active TVG. Send in your comments and do not forget say obe share na wasa like it am obi so ensa akebi no so a join here ye be phone lines so patcho na ma frɛ enso na mo dem so ma gentwe apa
say UTAG say Omonko classroom no.
Yes, education system. Yes,
but you see, I don't know why National Labour Commission they always resort to courts. I don't know.
Okay,
your kind messages be about our WhatsApp line so Mystic Wonder from Insawam Adwoji or say the insensitive, incompetent Lanado Dr. Bawumia led government is in a state of confusion. Ghana is in a reverse gear. The educational system is crumbling. No textbooks for our basic schools. Cost of living is unbelievable. Prices of good and services are skyrocketing and the center cannot hold. The attempt by the government to frustrate the minority MPs in parliament is much ado nothing. Drop the obnoxious E-levy. Thank you, Mystic Wonder from Insawam Adwoji and Mustafa from Lower Manyekrobo. Right, or say from the look of things, the guys at the presidency don't allow Nanado to watch or listen to Ghanaian media channels. The president's recent speeches are becoming ridiculous. 3 years down the lane, no textbooks for the new curriculum, and here we are with UTAG on strike. This government has successfully collapsed the education system. My regards to Honorable Davido and Captain Joshua Akamba. A quick one before I call other one story. So now, sorry, so no. You see, I know you tag issue. Do you think, say, government is just trying to hide behind the courts, not to do what is expected of them?
You see, yes, and if we really want a system to be better, we should pay attention to them. We should pay attention to UTAG. Sure, because say it has to do with education. School, any school for Nina, so yeah, it has to do with education. But these are the leaders, and so they have to make sure say those things are done. I could say they are in the middle of the sea. But I say, I could almost in soon Vina, young form, and so I am formal, and could see baby, a form free, and on what it was. So I think the government must pay attention to that well. No more addressing issue.
Okay.
But I don't see this thing, I shouldn't go to court. They should sit down. The government should think about the education system first. What I say? A binary education system, no? How? Obe to me, I am better. That is where a binary who said, then of course, to make education system better, also pay attention to teachers and lecturers. And yes, they are more fun as I say, teacher for one eco strike, lecturers for one eco strike, we are destroying the whole thing.
Okay, and then you be say, o MP, or you Jumana, or Shell Bossa, or Utwabamana. Obey no oyana de ma uji MP ni dia okotomano no aso oye adwuma na se na ye se eto aba am ayi MP so fra o MP obegina ho obeto aba na fa comment ebra 0503 235 735 0503 235 735 o san betumi e dia manyen e wo Facebook at Active TVGH, Facebook at Active TVGH, YouTube so ukowa Active TVGH, and also wait to the comments at all na ye bekan ama e wodwin say embreno ko de nim kakra ye be ma wo kwan na wa frɛ na wodinye akasa na wa kyerɛ say wo MP no obo adwuma na say ombo adwuma Clement say minister say wasan ana say onsan
obo adwuma ye be bo na ba so wasan so
ye be twi no
na bi kra de obo adwuma hu hia kra say bo wa ba so e adwuma na we.
Yes. My last story that I sorry.
Okay, Speaker Alban Bagbin, they are about to just say he does not want to be part of the many judgment debts. Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin has expressed his deepest anger over the failure of the Finance Minister to furnish Parliament with various contractual agreements signed by government agencies. According to him, the Finance Ministry has disregarded the directive for the ministry to provide details of the agreement with other agencies to the House for over a year. Speaking on the floor of the House, Alban Bagbin served notice that Parliament will not approve agreements signed by agencies under any ministry. He added that his administration will not be a party to the numerous judgment debts that have saddled the country. He said the House can't rely on documents from private partners who enter into an agreement with the government as authentic documents for the House to work with. Alban Bagbin urged the Finance Ministry to take notice of the demands of the House and provide the necessary documents as the country has experienced too many judgment debts. In July last year, Kumasi High Court slapped the government with $15.3 million judgment debt for the unlawful seizure of excavators. It has also ordered that government pay the mining company Heritage Imperial Limited an amount of 600,000 Ghana cedis. This amount was awarded to the mining firm prospecting for gold in the Apamprama, am I right, Forest Reserve in the Amantie West District of the Ashanti region. Fast forward, in November the same year, the Attorney General Godfred Yeboah Adame dismissed the claims of about $15 million as judgment debt to a mining company, Heritage Imperial Limited. While answering questions on the floor of Parliament on November 11, 2021, Godfred said he was successful in getting the court to set aside its initial judgment debt decision. Mr. Speaker said this, I am again happy to state that on 30 July 2021, the High Court Kumasi upheld the application filed by my good self and set aside the judgment entered by the court over 1 year ago. This is thus no judgment debt against the government of Ghana, he declared. Yeah, speaker also.
To speak as a judgment debt, a year a kahunwa abai ebo etuti private we know on pese because one of the places are Ghana loses very huge. Was
we can lay emphasis in Ghana for and Kofubi movie say any bubu 3 man as a taban and you can say but moon say yes, this is not coming from you.
Was speaker say when him say judgment debt
can say
judgment debt speaker say judgment debt no na brusu all transfer aban into judgment debt by heart. Because abani ubibeko contract that was terminating contract just like that. Then the pan the yanko quarter clearly we na quarter man order set you on the card, then it becomes a judgment debt.
Yeah, with this can.
Yeah, with this can no. You are not able to pay NAPO official trainees.
Zoom line phones will be the car. You teacher phones will be.
Anyway,
I found this last story into parts of Greater Accra and the Eastern region are to experience power outage. The Electricity Company of Ghana (ECG) has announced it will be undertaking planned maintenance works today, February 16th. This is to improve service delivery in parts of the Greater Accra and Eastern regions. According to a communique, the affected area in Greater Accra will experience outages from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. due to the maintenance works. Inti Mamisha also ECG will undertake planned maintenance work to improve service delivery Wednesday 16 February 2022. Areas to be affected. I want to get the names right. I say then Begbeyise is in Accra.
Begbeyise
is in Accra. I say. And the meaning baby.
Kolebu area more.
Oh really? Petroleum.
That's one area more.
Glefe.
Hey, that's one.
I said, oh yeah. We are Boman, West Hills, Jawulu, Baira Junction, Reservoir, Dodowa, Raman Town, Agomada, and Doyumu, Kodiebe, na Kodiebe Yakra. And Ayukuma and surrounding areas. These areas include and Mabobosono into Oko Eastern region in Swa, Ose Mampong, Ekropong, Latte, Amonochrome, Mamfe, Ebosomasi, Tutu, Ewukugwa, Edukrom, and surrounding areas into Mohamotete Samiami, no machine to say, and then from 9 to 4. ECG for Eddie Ababe to Genti and lights. Because I made it say a carbon 820 and check 9 bope.
Yes, 40 minutes time. When you're ready, what are they at?
And it's a Unisa now who said to say 4 and your best son. Tea aha and midday stories they be.
Okay, yes, so I had a day trending news, see. But yes, air transport so straight Fabia Entertainment updates every we are Active Bites ebetra so Active Bites repair na fi dey obeba in now be free na waka actually say MP no obo edwuma na say anawasa
but I didn't know MP obo edwuma
na me MP crowd be say
oni o mind ni
no me MP na me MP ni there
MP ni Ghana dey plan obesa na so
adwo asafo I am MP.
Such a pity.
Yes, me dey MP say no mo me too. Free fan Moses and because duma se ne important mama sama no ko ba bia free fan ko ba bia Moses and nti so yina e chi ne ha yina
okay nti sana ye ka no me MP wetu kwan ene na obeba nti na ye nyina so obeba kwa dia sana ye te se no kwa de nyina ye be ko airport ne na ya ko hia no
na ye beto abade ye benya time ama saa ne mari ye benya time a chira monfo ne emamu pa amama take wise decision dey akoto aba
Active Bites 2024
ye beto aba
ebe hu ha say
beto ye bo
na even crapo assembly members all me contest for assembly member election crapo no
and I attack you ya be kire amanfo no adwuma MP wo so ye adwuma assembly man wo so ye ba bi eto aba bi ya be kire amanfo no de wo se dipa ne ye Inti se wotu wona nipa ne nye saa ne ma na ukoto aba unim de obeye wa yeso ukoto aba unim de
unim say
be che obi adwuma
before ye kono quick one we yeah me person we can answer my person wuti asema me ba be kan unim say your local government minister yes I would or two deputies two deputy ministers and your local government service. What do I say? And I buy we asan create another office. Nejuma no enso eye the same thing. Nejuma na impinifodi and we be na what create no. So or presidential staffer. Now or director for local governance and decentralization at the office of the president.
Your
local government minister.
Ministry of Local Government and Rural Resources.
Rural Development.
The development.
And two deputies. Yes, some local government service. About we are creating another portfolio. What two did you say? Director of Local Governance and Decentralization at the office of the president. And all this director no your friend no. Denise Miracles Abuaje we upa challenge me or who presidential staff unless they are moving or the position you know yes someone lady in waiting cry presidential staffer who be challenge me train be challenge me
I can say the Jumati
yeah na me yan wa ba ba entertainment update with Fabia we are Clement at the Active Bite ebeba enko bi a koso
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card: Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Mwa eba Kratos eba clinic. Mini Dr. Penia meda clinic yano. Midin NET Dr. Samura Santientry. Me alliances Dr. Clinic insu alliances clinic abayama yitumi say yitumi eye eduma. Yare bebrebe ehu eduma ene ye ewa ha. Baby awo bi afahye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo gi apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye obo operation. Dompe abu eno nso ye hu eduma pa. Yen ene afi 2021 aban ebo ya baso na yenya abaso bode ye say e obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa. Eno achi no yare a ebite say sexual weakness, prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebrinti yentumi kan kire obetumi age number eno afre doctor ɛwɔ 0247 77 1981 ana 0261 425985 hwɛ clinic yɛkyiri kwan ɛwɔ Pokuase Afiaman a yɛbɛn Presby transformer yɛyɛ dwuma firi adwoda ekosi memenda anopa no nwɔtwe kosi anumere nonum ne ɛfa nanso sɛ memenda de a kai ne hyɛ no nso sɛ yɛpɔn anumere nonan ɛne fa. Kratos wish you good health. Kratos, the power to heal.
For Madam Wase, some more Koswa active morning show Active TV. So Koswa joining in Komoto joining on Facebook at Active TVG, something on YouTube Active TVGH. And program in CD Koswa se obesha copy to be and sabeke binom so umetimi adjoining and Komoto Yamfa FM entertainment segment in from Nimbo into na Active Bite and so emetwa so there. Na me say I was say makeup kama Ruby's Elegance Adarama and na menim aye structures so no say na me digina say na yeso so anwa egu menim. The number is 020515343 020515343 or your mobile enti baby awo bi an obetimi aba na wa be service so obesote out simple program bia uye bia ya monitor enro am be batu just say na post bi en nam say teacher kojo aba be ka say enya de say oni GS ebenya assembly abiem anase say onya akonya no esa akotwa de enya asem say obekwa akoka GS assembly na teacher kojo e be release post bi e de ato say sansem na nkofo ka no omunja ka me beja me ka say ye no krade a na che say wamayensa esifem na post here or the better Facebook mama nkan emu kakra encho ukoni page on Facebook a eda hono we enyame na me eka or say I have seen this guys on a caption being spread on social media. I don't know who started it, but let me make things clear here. I, Teacher Kojo, have never and will never beg anyone to take me back anywhere. I know what I am doing and will never look back. I haven't regretted anything and I will never ever feel remorseful for doing something good. I am for the betterment of Ghana education and that is what I stand for. It's sad how these bloggers will choose to destroy you instead of helping you to push a good cause. These same bloggers and media house will act like they have the betterment of the country at heart. How did you people even push the Fix GES campaign? So what is the purpose of these lies? To get numbers and make money? So you all prefer making money through evil means than to see Ghana and her education prosper. We live to see. Inti ni Teacher Kojo and so there beto na say Teacher Kojo can say enya no kreda say okọ nhwemu bia na say onya akonya no say onkasa no okoka asem bi say enya de say oni GS ebenya asem bia na say oni GS besa aka GS asem so onya akonya so besa ahokotwa de biema ye trust ne enkohwe Stone Boy the beam man. Or so the Bible to just says senior Ghana fuel prices moving as a skyrocketing. Now the politicians in our country, you know, and dream the way Ghanaians will survive. Because some me Ghana ni me tu kana ma hakoto fuwo. Na se wo MP a wo se obeboa me ama me metimi edidi metimi ayeye. Na wo di coupon e ba hakoto fuwo de ene amemo ben ni etimu. Enti asama Stone Boy so ebisa eni. Na te se amemo na nya memo papa. Medical September 26 or Koflante Ghana. I was social media just aban eton safre na just na asem eda so eda court no wababeka say ohiane ni tu na asema ne lawyer so e kan say etuo no your license na court ma order bia say a police for enfa eye etuo no ensant no mo custody say o mo tuo no e ko kan say say etuo no ya de wa register na so obi tu sha ne so a eno no so betimi e defend no hunti osresa ni tuo no ne nsa ebetimi aka na enumenu ya ebony de emse ni din entimi endada ne papa akọ interview bi na nsema na papa ne eka ne se eye ne ba ne ewuo no osusu hu se obi ene sheda ploti obi ene ku eye ebony ne navfo na enya akwanhye bi sa keke na ono de obekọso asra justice ede ama ne ba na hema ebni yenkotie na no disem emwa BKK into scenarios na or making na one kasa on swat na we susu ho mara Ruby comment, like, and more if you say subscribe to the page. Now, all the notification button at on. Into time, beer, you will call.
card mo Ghana kila mwana bele register be na Ghana card ala ye ba horo register Ghana card angome
san wan register o sim card ni a hura enga vra biara hura enga ye mobile money hura enga internet enga ye de biara ye de bia mba sim card be yara hura enga vanga ye
ba register but star 404 hash na di mobile ala azu be hye nya na ye hye mo Ghana card ni azula Ghana card number ni eze anza wo papa duma wo alofro duma anza wo duma molumwa kan anza date mo be woro yesan elegale ananinya
aki ebenya code bi mo ebava wa ho network rock mo isura eke na bava enjo ke begwamrasi ni azu na ba hye mvonini katika ele kwa ebava wo digital address ni wa ho
but star 404 hash wo phone ni azu na ba obo register wo sim card ni kakala
akunda nwura ma na biara fra wo network mo isura wo 100 anaka NCA ma wo to free number 0800110622 register wo sim card ni ama wa ho avoid de bia makuna ke efe yera
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial star 404 hash and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card. Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial star 404 hash on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Hey! A Japan Reggie for Abama and showing some
yewa pereje chadaromanti efie bie mu anyansuo enti sawo ya nkwankre adwuma ku nso no sori na mo pe nso de dwuma bi ade mekanfo pereje chediamao ani pereje wo makwadare e wo boho drilling mu water supply water purification any bibiada efa nsuo ho na tie pereje chinkwane boho drilling company wo tu nsuo mawa wo sanso pa ebrano eba behwe se ni nsuo ne tie ensan yo wo mo sanso de hihya sunkokura agupono so a ye de ba be bowo ama osika sem tua no akoyie won pe we now pedeng with them call them now flying at 0240 217253 0240 217253 pay right GH senso yankwadia ene ye mawonkwa.
Memo akwaba eba Kratos eba clinic. Mini Dr. Penia meda clinic yano. Midin NET Dr. Samura Santientry. Me alliances Dr. Clinic insu alliances clinic abama yitumi say yitumi eye eduma. Yare bebrebe ehu eduma ene eye ewa ha. Baby a wo bia fa hye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo gi apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye obo operation. Dompe abu eno nso ye hu eduma pa. Yen ene afi 2021 aban eboy abaso ana yenya abaso bode ye say e obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa eno echi yare a ebi te say sexual weakness, prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebrinti yentumi kan kire obi tumi age number eno afre doctor ewo 0247 77 1981 and 0261 425985 Hwia clinic actually kwan ewo Pokuase Afiaman ye ben Presby transformer ye yeduma free edwoda ekosi memenda anopa no nwotwe kosi anumere nonum ne efa na enso se memenda de a kai nation enso se ye pon anumere nonan enefa. Kratos wish you good health. Kratos the power to heal.
Alright, mensa emao akwa babiem enda mame abena fabia ase so no so tumi de entertainment news no etumi ebraso say ye the active bite the editorial version e the brew active morning jumedi no e active television so frame Ano Clement as usual the youth advocate. The truth will always defeat lies. Ya say the bia nema ekoso na enye ye beka ho asem yen criticize obi a personality name issues are edi Canada or say can because yen nyina no ye oman eba pa said dey na na dan kwakufu adoka say we should be responsible citizens not spectators no yen nya ahwefo kwa name dey edi say ye kan no ye beka na dey wo say tu ho anamo so ye tu mi etu ho anamo anything na wo say won so ye na dwumadie no obeka ho bi na so we responsible citizen enya ahwe han kwa nti obetumi the WhatsApp and the text messages you know about 0503 236 735 0503 236 735 WhatsApp and our tester o drop here ye be kan ede amount and so na o hwe e wo Facebook and so and asa unya hwe na o hwe TV abetumi ajoin e so biem e wo Facebook abra ba bia won e bia na TV entumi emewa at Active TV GH and just so a Facebook who say any red and white be like page you know now making sure say what do comment contribution or advice be will be no or the ebe to her no ensure to me I can the amount now for so we are no share now ubi so any be share call groups I do say WhatsApp group Facebook groups I do now share now ubi so any be and share so and YouTube and so say Active TV GH Active TV GH and also kwa subscribe o subscribe we are notification adoma bi da o mi aso afato all na afin so day in and day out ye ndumedi ahodo nyina be stream no live no na say be ko TV so no onso so wanya bi ahwe e wo Facebook we and also so am sure kai say obeja wo comment no so e wo YouTube or ye be kenkan e de ama na afin so wa share page no na obeji so anya bi ahwe www.myactiveonline.com www.myactiveonline.com and to see a news portal okwa bibia ye news bia on sabetimi aka bi e wo honom na afin so Active TV official and so your Instagram and at Active TV GH esanso your Twitter esanso your Facebook ni na no obetima be kan community no na positive agenda na e pesi pushi no my Ghana fan ntoma padi fra no onso wetumi aka ho bi share platforms we nyina enso na me ka say said ye di kan e kan e wo discussion so no say ade a enche ye be bie phone lines no right after me see for ma ye bie phone lines no na wo MP no wo area ho no say wasan ma ye hu say so obon homodin a eno so na watumi am ye hu esan say one pi no say dwumadi bia be koso e wo area ho no ma na say ompesu aso ba bia auto aba na e ade a MP no ne nsa e wo mu bi amanfo nhye dan na we enti niam bi nkoso wo area ho a one pi no ono e na e say edisa edwumani na enti say wasan ma ye hu na obon homodin so ama ye hu ni na no eboa ama my Ghana etumi afa ne ntoma pa e de efra and the Active Byte editorial version the ye share kakra no your education system as far as UTAC for issues we concern na yamwa ochina Thursday nanka court hwese bibia betumi akose say court no the ababo nte say UTAC for enko back to classrooms na omuntumi enko kira de nkodi omuduma ahodo a omo so still omo intumi enko we kokobo very positive echo ediama aban ni say you pay attention to your education system no now by now mem na amicably you solve this UTAC issue now say Ghana education system because already edi kan ka say school for ni bebre akotuetua ska hostel fees dan ya bi mo han nyina no makwa akotuetua ska ni na but still mutifie if you ready ubitia uchika edema na oba betinemu onfa metinemu isifu asem emfa kwabena menu hu onde waje ni sika ede awie enti ebe sese nka aban ne mrem na nka ontumi eni utafo ne ntena sie na de omo pe na aban ne di se aban ne hu se e true se nema omo pe no omo se fatade a onfa ma omo na nka asumdie entumi mra na omo nko back to classrooms because e bia lectures ne de omo nche den lusu hwie na emum school for no anase nkwara na esua de na ene papa ben ene de ma wo na affect nkwara ne so a indirectly affect your education system affect your education system ne so a indirectly affect o mine a future say if you want to destroy a nation temper with their education system into name ekosu na enadia ebetumi aboa na yenhwe bibi wo Ghana education news for etumi de name bi ebeto abontin a utia utumi say yes very true omo kan ne say o say education system to destroy a nation temper with their education this is not far from the truth yes it is true say dem di kan o pese wo say o man bia na say o man bia hwe ase a for more education edi agro into we na megina bi say into education ministry any Ghana education service any the current sitting president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is it say they want to destroy the nation and I say they want better for the nation. I'm asking based on name I course for education system because omutu kwan ko ba day in and day out omunim say kro bia no ne fapem ejina kro no education without education no country can develop. Enti ebisa say we tagging sense e koso any schools issues e koso nyina say the education system are they not aware and I say omu who say they are destroying Ghana and I say now uchiwe ya according to Ghana education news was say our education system requires you to learn nearly everything under the sun and pass an examination in all of them to progress. But why pass mathematics when all I want to do is music? Nina it was something hand in hand. But my issue here is Adentina yafa ye de to say because for all we know Sakra no you good for instance colors mo you good wo visual art or you good wo drawing or you good wo painting you make sure say 80% of Accra time nyina no de wo ye good no eno na you pay attention to it na de akani na no ye de touches but this is the case in Ghana your education system no there you have to pass every other paper you have to pass every other exam and yes sir one particular paper ube failing no ebetumi am wa betina fie enti for instance who ABI JHS and now SHS now person call SS and I say person call university now one particular subject be on my degree now Felix as subject now every class as subject na your weakness when this one hu no ochina or the person obey in future no kra no e be as subject ni you e play woman just about 10%, but na ya can't tell say because of so failing that particular paper and I said that particular exam you know you don't kwa kwati na fi unto me go school enti one so ade hu no nyina one particular paper one particular subject I fail enti e be mo academic and it is something now the government must pay attention to it, because now if you go on the street now be some conform be or my school or fear, they will tell you say or more be sincere to themselves will tell you say me fail paper you deny me admission to this university, me fail paper you deny me admission to this institution. Why must eneme bia ye dey titire ho eneme bia school ni na say student no ade o pese wo ye wo daache no sa particular paper na ye dey failing and I say because of sa paper nti ye man into an education no bia impact e be play e wa akra na bra bum and I say student na bra bum no just about 5 to 10%. Na 90% ni na ya ade a onu betumi aya bia sa subject no pass because our passion for it we pass subject we pass very well, but you say one pass a particular subject which of course you has a particular subject in so akra development you know we play just about 5 to 10%. Near the enumum jeopardize with akra future na 90% ni na ya mana ko waste, and then we then concentrate on the 10% and shed the needs so as be our akra future. Enti akwa ne te say we Ghana ni nko ade a o person is successful, o person is better as far as education system here concerned, you have to pass every subject. Why must it be so? There were specialities. I mean say the current sitting president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ayenim say education ministry no yenim say omunim pa say education every part of the world there were specialities. And then yeah adopt this specialities you know from the onset. Now you use akran or you good in colors your man master na the academy for kitu ebi attach no akran or you good in drawing your man master or you good in engineering your man master na other areas you know you fan supporting in kakran so that baby or your master no eno na ye career baby or your master no eno na ye in future so that you be engineers uba engineering 90% they are very good. You benya for instance English teachers and I say English lecturers uba ni English almost 90% they are very good. Say English lecturer no e bia woman e ka so on fix o to me fix but mechanic no woman e ka so on fix o be fix. So at the end of the day we have the best of lecturers, we have the best of mechanics, we have the best of engineers, we have the best of those who are into vocational skills. Enti e benya obi e bia won chebrofo but onimaduane no apa, which of course your vocational schools no ye kire we nyina wo, but ebia onimaduane no apa no na on shed and chebrofo na on chebrofo enti because of that you be deny access to some institution e better in life, which will go a long way to affect the nation as well, because individuals you know when they lose their value the nation also loses its value, because individuals that make up the nation. And if we don't pay attention to some of these things you better the now obi a no vocational school ko sua akatu no ya ka chenche until brofo enti ye mane to aso na ya kana ase dem na the end of the day ade anko ye good for it ade a yenim se obetumi aye ne papa ye no na ade no ya ma na anye because ebi o fail English is good, but the oil vocational schools oil akatu no o che brofo na ye, but on master no on country now English no play minor role, but English no bet me deny the major role no. Argentina you see obi a good in music, which of course music is a career, music is a profession. Yes, you obi a good in music, but every our call school no o fail science. Now open access to a music school, open access to university bi oba akokoye music, akosua culture na ade ye pa, but you say ebi o fail integrated science enti a deny no admission. Meanwhile nipa ne te wono the main motive ne niam opeso we are seeing na the music. Argentina yema music no push no rather than say yes we are failing science into science then ko tenafi akokele nipa ne career. You see, we have to pay attention to some of these things. And yes you be ni say sa na nkofo bebria they instead of them becoming good people our society no no na your education system na assess am for na more life are waste. Why must it be so? Because obi shoe ya onkofo bi onuma omu ye shoe pa to honu say sesha. I tell you say I have a shoe in free Ghana. Omu ho but say bi pa no otumi ya craft way but you say one pass English into one kwatena fie. Meanwhile onim shoe ni ye pa. Ni deny no access to a bigger institution a betuma man exposure amani nim bia odi ye shoe na akosoro ni deny no. English is good. But a minor over certain areas. Science is good, but a minor over certain areas. Social studies is good. Whatever subject, they are all good. But Obia on a master. It's baby and the good at it, you know. That is where you have to hit hard. Now, baby, only good, you know. Now, and non supporting kakra. Now, Yanshewi, still on Ghana education news. Omuka say. This proactive where everyone has to learn everything is also another challenge. Imagine a future musician being forced to pass integrated science. I know the medical can want that. There are students who are so interested in reading history related courses at the university, yet they have been compelled to stay back because they couldn't pass certain subjects, which will be useless in future to them. Hence, he or she gains admission to study history to the highest level. It is there are some subjects, there are some areas that people are good at it, but you deny because of particular subjects, topics you be or going to me and pass into a mutifie and over kojum. Uhe mame pay you need dinkomo. Now I can't tell say, oh, maybe me school no, na me a good power way pa, but man to me and you will say and I come out in a fee. Why a sort of wickedness? It is something that the government must pay attention. Now your education system, no, you're done you're ye. Now you're raising intellectuals in young for said your munim, ebia yebeka so munim nyansa nkwa na ase nkofo mako school edu echire nkwa o. There be eduman be a if you are good at it, it makes you an intellectual. If you are a shoemaker, now you pa na still na on table of na you are still an intellectual because who area are you good? The table of no to mean your shoe. Also are you shoe no to mean table of it you wait in a bro for no day chere. Where should you shoe here no day? Where the car competition shop bet me in here. It doesn't necessarily mean say was what table of. Let's look at what the people can do. The farm build the education system. My and at times the unconformity or countries so because there are some people that they have everything. They have what it takes to bring out the goodness. But what do we have? How are we managing our own people? If we don't pay attention to some of these things, Ghana best suffer because for every country to develop, it has to do with education. Whether you become a doctor, a education. You become a president, a education. You become a minister, a education. If you become good in whatever, it has to do with education. But your education line, saying a year 2 line, that is a problem. That is a problem. So I think we have to pay attention to the education system so that it will help the country. And individuals know, because when the people are well-to-do, of course, the country will be well-to-do as well. Now, Yansha Niama Kakre be able to improve education system. Na Yanko be phone lines, no. Now, man for 1 piece or mass samra. Yantuaso. Yansha, give teachers more money and support. Your education system now, you did a man penny back at a teacher, you man come to me, my answer, no. It is lie. It is a big lie. Say, oh, man penny back as I'm not. I am trokesi, I am not dasem. Let me tell you what. Sabano, Nana based on Nana statement or Kayano. Senana in any teacher for one. I am telling you, this country will develop. Now Kayem to go to 2 oil, but we have to go outside and bring experts. No more 2 oil, no, or more 2 good, no more 10%. Because we lack education. Some of one I come from Flabontain, contractors I can see no mobile, bridges near Akoya, major roads in Nano. It's not because of anything, education. They know the work. They know what they are supposed to do. They know Adiana Omuyano and they understand it. Why can't we do same to our own? Yeah, building education system na. So you don't tell us say untumi nye teacher nko amfanye the be. That is a wrong statement coming from the president. A man for whom he say the president enim better. So oba be kan sem bia kire ne man for eto aba e man no na. E was so addressing in a way the people will feel better. Education is profession. It's a good professional. It will be career. Also, go to the Western world and see. Yeah, yes, I do. A teacher, who are teacher, a player of society, and how teachers are respected in some areas, you know. Yeah. We are joking. Teacher need life. That is why the president will say, "Anke your doctor said, yeah." It means we a teacher, we a lecturer, we a I'm telling you, your president doesn't value you. It is true because or say untumi nye teacher nkwa fan survive no asan be kan kire yen say anka ye doctors na there. You get it? Doctors can so mo cost like ade chin na issue na tan. What happened? So it means that this is the president who pay attention to or who the life of doctors, you know, more important than the teachers. But who is the doctor without a teacher? Even the president himself, who will be the president without the teacher? So the life of the teacher matters. Let's pay attention to them. I'm not saying say, I'm sorry, we should give them whatever they need. What I'm saying is that issues deep. If they deserve, if UTAG deserve whatever they are requesting or they are asking for, we should give to them. Because we have to build our education. And then Quran and Nam. Often picture be biabe ko bia school for ne number bahad sa now ebi ma bobo ko unim de deba e man kwa de ya na emobo. And you know what I'm talking about. So we should pay attention to the education system, Bonana. It's not about coming to tell us and doctors they are. No, wrong statement. And another don't go to make it. We should pay attention to teachers. Teachers' lives matter most as far as the development of the country is concerned. Now, make lessons more engaging. Listen, a textbook doesn't answer all questions, but a qualified teacher that takes his time. Now, teacher, no, one a qualified teacher. You can't qualify teacher. The teacher will only be a qualified teacher. Abra only go a comfort life. Comfort life on just say for man can you teacher for ni. But I'm telling you, obi live comfort e won one zone ade bi oye bia no or dedicating ho e de ade bi oye bia no or dedicating the time ade bi oye bia no okun ho de. And you don't have to give all monies in the world to teachers before somebody dedicate you. No. And yes na yeka. But sit down with them. Let them understand whatever situation. Let them know what is going on, what you can afford. Let them understand everything. And I'm telling you, these teachers should go back to the classroom. We shouldn't handle them in a way if we say we have power, so we can do anything. Now, what benefit is the country going to get? And for so many, the education system a concept sir. The education system a concept. Once I man paying another go what 2.7 times what could school do only education so fast education Ghana education service paying for all ma almost to education so fast almost Ministry of Education almost to almost but when they come then they come and play with the education system. Why are they being wicked? This is wickedness because unim papa no na wanya eye bone na mintu obi aka said in adwuma city. Now you this very last point in here pampo. Yeah showing so. I say create better learning environment. School sukra he okọ aban school baby na akwala. Me say me ko bogoso baby e frɛ baby insu ye frɛ kro no insu sa de e bogoso. Ukọ ho no ma. Bonse akwala no aban jesi friends say Barcelona jesi and a shirt school ni akwala no and a nika no say boxer and a shirt school uniform na see school uniform brown no nika no ati say and a de hyase no esensen ho and a na sisi form and wo ko school. Yeah, never who near there. Why must it be so? Why must it be so? Go to other countries. Salary a teacher for aging. more than MPs. You get it? When you go to Sweden here, just Sweden, the life of a teacher, I tell you, is better in Sweden than everybody. The life of a teacher in Sweden is better than a Ghanaian MP. But this is a country where the president will tell us, say, teacher ni untuminyesi in France survival. What you say? When you go to Sweden, you can't preschool nkola. Or teacher for, they are paid more than MPs. It is not because Sweden and yes come and school. It is just because they understand what education is. It is because they know the value of education. What I say? Because they know that is the foundation, that is the basis of everything. They know those are the fundamentals. They have to make the fundamentals very strong. They know. Go to Sweden. If you are MP in parliament, including GES, including the president himself, and including the education ministry, go to Sweden and study the life of a Swedish teacher. Just Sweden. Sweden. And I only maybe Yensikam, Ghana Sikam, a such a Sweden for Sika. Because I remember somewhere 2020. Now, my sister be ever honor or Mammy Scassa and Fancoma Nemami. Scanner was sending 614 Swedish something. You converted Ghana, I think 3.1 or 3.2. You converted Scanner by Swedish krona. What you say? But the thing is that Oko Sweden, Ghana need to conquer Sweden. Achane 1 year, Ubia or to conquer Ubia in the American. Achane 1 year, or me top lotter, or Babe Fanny Kuneneba, Wame, when Sine Diane, Obinya Casabama, among 40 a year, Juma. But this is the case. Teacher near or 2 room, how I say. Watch the occupancy. Last time teacher could do uncle interview be. What in a room what child for 30 to 40 years pension. Plot of land will be and yes, why it is because the system is wicked. It is because the education system is very poor. It is because the education system is very bad. It is because the education system, there is no value. We don't respect it as a nation. We don't see any value in education. How can primary school teacher GC catching a whole MP? Because they understand education. What do I say? They understand education. But as far as education is concerned, Ghana, we have lost total control. We have lost total focus. And you finally say when you are an MP, when are we what word should I use? We are MP, I say when we do society. So you are the people that you pay attention to it. Now the kind of cars are MPs driving, the comfort lives of Mulivi or Munoma Elivi, Obi be MP or Ghana, what Charlie 2 years. Ne ma anko school ewa abruchira. Ne ma anko school abruchira. Obesisi mansions. James Diwa, I can't say me. Apostle Dino and Amisha. I wish I could come and be to me apiki alivi. If you want my okayana man for free say would do tirimun ekan. I wish I could come and be to me apiki. Or say mines are like parachutes. They only function when they are open. Mines are like parachutes. They only function when they are open. What you say? No, can I say? But me say ye na ye in parachute. One say omoko wiema and I say plane in them wiema times are boys are there no bo mochi omutu a no mo biem boys na BC na ahange na do abela this low. And I James D wa e kan no. Adwe no to say parachute e be ye adwuma ade say wa biem. So let me tell us something. We Ghana for na say yam bie ya adwemu na ya antini ya mabiase na ya tu adwenim to say there security for the padlock aba be sipunu ani a ene me wo dem wo nyina be say nobody will get access to see ya adwemu a there is no way the mind will function ya adwemu a there is no way you bet me adwene papa afa nyema bi ho ye mie ya adwen mu a there is no way say adwen ne be ya adwuma na adwen na anya adwuma nso abodi ne bre adwen na anya adwuma country no ebe bre. Let's open our minds. Teachers' lives are very, very important if we really want to develop any country. I'm telling you, man, for teacher for near to become the president, when they can't come. Say, Nanado don't call for the president. Kanema Payim Mahama and so be president. Has to do with education, and you had to pass through the hands of those teachers. Now, and those are the people that penning for far among them. And you share teacher and I'll carry teacher living our share life, and maybe our MP or your president or your penny now share teacher in our share life. Ebia tama wo chira de no na wo be KG2 but ene because obey MP obey president obey minister or life within 5 years you know are better than teacher ni na wa chira de for about 40 years eba ne sana what comes into your mind. So we have to open up our minds na ya address issues. Let's learn enema e development e beba nipa asetenem se nipa e develop here it goes a long way to affect the country positively. Because ye nipa na chichiri kru ti nipa ni nsuwa the country will cry as well. And to say nipa ni life the country will also benefit and crony so be developing. Let's be mindful of how we go about our daily activities as far as education system is concerned. And my education system ni agro na nado dan kwa kufuado. And my education system ni agro because education is the backbone of every country. Education is the foundation of every country. Education and the only thing a bit mama a country a survival because in everything you do in every aspect of life you need education to make it better. Me the see say na madam me ho maka say and e be phone lines no na MPs so mo boy adwuma ye be recommend o ma boy nsema mo say so ma san so a ye be hu say the isi kwanti we wi na o no MP no o boy adwuma am hyew ma ye hu say wa san so a ma ye hu enye nipa no na wo attack no MP bia wa adwuma ye tena sha mekere wa MP adwuma MP bia wa adwuma e wo so ye ti say wonya adwuma ni ya wasa say wo ye adwuma ni ye nso e be bo na abaso why Sani ebe no Jimmy show number na the screen is no 0503 236 735 0503 236 735 or the WhatsApp any text message in about ebe kan see see me koba the same lines na na obetumi afre in about 2-3 minutes na ye no atwetwen komo afa wo area ho enema bia mu hia wo area ho any problems kaka ne mo MP no dwuma obo e wo area ho no frame Ano Clement the youth advocate. The truth will always defeat lies. Nyame so beti obi aka said the dwuma esi eche me demusia na madam me ho me baya na esi bebie phone lines no enko ba bia.
card mo Ghana kila mwana bele register be na Ghana card ala ye ba horo register Ghana card angome
sa wan register o sim card ni a hura enga vra biara hura enga ye mobile money hura enga internet enga ye de biara ye de bia mba sim card be yara hura enga vanga ye
ba register but star 404 hash na di mobile ala azo be hye nya na ye hye mo Ghana card ni azola Ghana card number ni eze anza wo papa duma wo alofro duma anza wo duma mo rumwa kan anza date mo be woro yesan elegale ananinya
aki ebe benya code bi mo ebava wa ho network rock mo isura eke na bava enjo ke begwamrasi ni house na ba show mvoni katika ele kwa ebava wa digital address no wa ho
bo star 404 hash wo phone ni azo na ba obo register wo sim card ne kakra
akunda nwura ma na biara fra wa network mo isura wo 100 anaka NC ma what to free number 0800110622 register wa sim card ne ama wa ho avoid de bia makuna ka efeyera
Emo akwa ba eba Kratos eba clinic. Mini Dr. Penia meda clinic yano. Midin NET Dr. Samuel Santientry. Me alliances doctor clinic insu alliances clinic abama yitumi say yitumi eye aduma. Yare bebrebe ehu aduma ene eye ewa ha. Baby awo bia fa hye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo di apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye omo operation. Dompe abu eno nso ye hu aduma pa. Yen ene afi 2021 aban ebo ya baso ana yenya abaso bode yese e obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa eno achi no yare a ebite se sexual weakness prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebrinti yentumi nka nchiro obetumi age number eno afre doctor ewo 0247 77 1981 and 0261425985 Hwia clinic yachiri kwan ewo Pokuase Afiaman ye ben Presby transformer ye yeduma free adwoda ekosi memenda anopa no nwotwe kosi anumere nonum ne efa na enso se memenda de a kai nation enso se ye pon anumere nonan enefa Kratos wish you good health Kratos the power to heal.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial star 404 hash and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card. Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial star 404 hash on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Hey! Eja PayRegH for Abama and show sama ye dewa. PayRegH adaromanti efie bie mo nyansuo enti sawo yan krankre adwuma ku nso no sori na mo pe nso de dwuma bia de make for PayRegH de amao ani PayRegH wo makwadare e wo boho drilling mu water supply water purification any bibia da efa nsuo ho na tie PayRegH nkoane boho drilling company wo tu nsuo mawa wo sanso pa ebrano brano eba behwe se ni nsuo ne tie ensan yo wo sanso de hihyasu kokura agupono so a yede ba be bowo ama osika semtua no akoyie wompe we now pedeng wodem call them now flying was 0240 217253 0240 217253 PayRegH senso yankwa a ene ye mawonkwa.
the Nantala Nitina la register SIM card kam Ghana ni Ghana card ko. Ghana card ko.
Akutola nombolwo akutoza mobile man ntuntuma a internet na bunkamza hadin bi a SIM card wozo I be register.
I register ni dalim star 404 ash ka dwa de swelngo de ne cheka atwala bashanga den be Ghana card wozo. Ghana card number ayule atule yule adwandapsile ne anyeso panya bedo.
This hadinta special code kazang le chang butuma du woshi be customer care center kaptichen zang alabani nyechele biometric machine ngopune tima aichena kashi a digital address.
Dalim star 404 ash afonzo mtiliga SIM card register pumpon.
I bought the lab yelenga nyimbolma a service provider 100 Beka Boy National Communication Authority nima toll free number 0800 110 622. Register a SIM card kana kulbiane.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial star 404 hash and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card. Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial star 404 hash.
So when 503-236-735 0503-236-735 0503-236-735 na fa u comment eba ufre so na do comment so aka ho aba pacho ufre make sure say u TV no ubedum sound no u TV no ubedum sound no na with me if your phone is so direct. Listen to me from your phone direct. Clement.
I mean, they can comment ni be our Facebook. Na your best say mon ko so am from comment ni so and for how you back in kind mama say sorry so positive change. Madino say Akufo-Addo and his people can't misappropriate or still $5.5 billion and 12 billion Ghana cedis of poor
It's yes, so
okay.
Also for how many years?
Mahama Merso, she was there. And
that was 2012.
Yes, and I'm Penina Nado so about betra tembako no. And I'm Penina Nado sato so or sound.
This are 12 years.
I saw the Obo Jumantina Motua.
Obo Jumantina Motua.
Because the MP was son. I didn't hear some voting money. Yes, I'm voting.
Yeah, the kind of can say first Abokobi area hon Nina Kwabenya.
It was under Madina Abokobi.
Maybe when they say Ebia Esumanu too much. Because she's working very well Kwabenya in importing. But when it comes to our side, I didn't say here potting a coin. A coin you know, you and I know. You just said you shall matter and drew Munqua and say you some would you succumb on being so good to Kenya.
A coin you grow, my mom, you grant.
It's almost my friend 0503 236735 0503 2367.
One can correct when you MP Papa. MPBA, my dear, the kind I deal with grass some time ago. MPBA, or yeah, Jumami and son. The Dicano, the constituency. The constituency, no, yet, or more to about the area of man. They are tossed to a parliament. And I said, they are tossed three and a party. And Ra will play a constituency when they say. Or be identify problems and go for problems of constituency no they are them. No my dear to na by Yama MP Nedumano. Into what now quite enya 1 pin on Fanqua or ya in Pabonefo. Motor now areas for development Bianco so near my basa. MP no Edman is on for Musu and more how problems a warm area on Fanqua Ben. No may it's a quiet kind MP Dumano. I was all reporting for Parliament.
Because a MP no man 1 year here, but
Matthias.
Or one man called the Becco.
And at times, we come work as a
1 people ever a dream to them.
I dream of ever and the bottom
is in the pipeline. If say in the pipeline,
the pipeline is choked. It is not coming out.
With the Japan of
sure, the reports are quite. They should come and tell MPB answer the mobile and say, government activities in a government initiative in our Baba explain actually.
Ensure bottle no drink and one.
Oh, I
want for dream and I want for the emoji.
up to now.
And Casana, ye mean come on, Mokotoma.
I'm never to be one.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Pacho, we didn't send out for FIFA.
Sorry, if I'm something, because I'm free. Domi,
okay. 1 p.m.
Ajwasafo.
Honorable Ajwasafo.
Okay, now Ajwasafo or Boduma Pa.
Nana, I never quite mentioned after say, yes, MC, I kind of want to me. Maybe a bit near Cafe FPP Nipa, constituency happy, you know. Say, upon Chikran, I'll be never just in our FPP and the now, acquire said, 58.
Hello.
Never say here, don't make constituency here, don't make Kwabina constituency.
Na Obehena Ebiane office, East Legon. Obehena Ebia, Foguafia Mataman MP. Obehena the office, thinking. I am a thing in a man basa. The MP or constituency will not only office, and now we need. MP. Me who are the Portina, Mameno, I constituency. She Kwabina from Atomic Down to Kwabina, Patibia, Bloom Junction. I'm going to go so once. And they say, Yashada, they are big so back. Opia, and not just say, or some other simple photos and walk up the Mukrano, and she's all the best and Pukra, and let's tell you Kwabina station. And yet, said the traffic net you home, and we need to I a bonka. A Jamu people who are saying, but I want to coming down about a Bloom Junction for now. We now have a one because they're quite not aware now, but I'll car rabbit near to a room. Oh, and Yama the brain now, and then you check a quite about the Ufa. I thought a Shoma message. There is a road view on one, a leading street, even for road, not it's Niqua who see a denta. That's why I know a bare 3 years. Why not? Eddie, I confirm the name said the women Bosha, Grandpa will say we're in one and they are quite a to. They're quite a yakotu on the ground, and they you go Passoa. We are sure that the next day there is a Crinado car Passoa, and we are sure of a Passoa you. Again, I don't have to boy your constitution here.
Okay, you better say. You better say, I think we
wait there when some power. Father Bobremi.
We might detail on focusing on a pine.
Why not the hill? Now, me, Dicka say, a book of boy, then come, a becker when I can say a man in Tabia, Naquabena, Avia Honum, important do Yejuma. But
the point is, she being the MP, no, and it's not doing our parliament. By
only so by any fear, quite funny fear, anyone they are acquiring. What was be any honor? You. Me ma fa on ti me obi kire won se ni just of fear ni si won ni fear ni ya ya kwan no kama
Kwabena ye chentro bo bebre
so we dey na ebu ko na ye na ebu mi ko mu
o men ka say kana say na me che say mo be turbo say from bad to west south
unko fufu mu a wo se we fufu mu
it will complain here